should know. I have never really liked you at all. I cannot hide it anymore. I've been thinking about the future, trying to forget about the past. So many ways that I could change for the better.
This is a true crime discussions channel. We speculate. This is all just speculation. Because it's true crime, it's for mature audiences only. There will be no children allowed, no exceptions. Everything on this channel falls under fair use. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's free.
Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Oh, let me get that a little bit closer. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate y'all so very much. Let me say hey to y'all. It's good to see you, Robin, Kelly Disdelicious, Madeline, Southern Cats, Karen, Ruth Ann. Great to see y'all. Thank you so very much for joining me on this Sunday. Dave Boyle Baking, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Rachel, good to see you. Thank you for being here. And Opal, good to see you again. Hey, Forrest, good to see you. Lovely Bones, good to see you. Abellis, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Curious Christine, it's good to see you as well. We do have the vertical and regular live going as of right now. I did try to pin a link just in case you are in the wrong live. I think all of you are in the correct live. The reason that we are doing that is to try to bring more people over to the channel. Nope, I see Karen and Curious Christine are in the vertical live. So if you want to come and join everybody else in the chat box, you are more than welcome, or you can hang out over there. I can see your chats on both sides. They come up regardless. But okay, I want to tell y'all, how do I want to, okay, I want to give you guys a disclaimer because as I told you guys yesterday, I had to go kind of abruptly, a little abruptly, because Mr. Speculating had come in and said that he needed to talk to me because he was going out of town today, which he did. And he was trying to figure out what was going on. I was emotionally upset, and all of that. So I missed part of the interview where Stacey was talking about very important things that I really want to go back and listen to again. So we're going to get into the interview. I took it back a little bit, and it kind of comes in at a very emotional point of the interview. So we're going to kind of jump right in. It's going to be very emotional. And but first I wanted to show y'all something that I found last night that I showed it to him. We were both just laughing. It was so, I don't know if y'all were going to think it's quite as hilarious as we did, but I think it's just the funniest thing. Now, how I found this was because Hio, my moderator, has been doing lives on Diane Downs. I didn't even know there was a Diane Downs. Darla, good to see you. Shroda, good to see you. I think you did. Yep, I think the only ones over there were Curious Christine and Karen. Good to see you. So I think all the rest of y'all are over here. Hey, Hannah. So I was over at Hio's, my moderators, last night, and she's doing Diane Downs, like a big deep dive on Diane Downs. And she has all these little like sound clips. See, there's some more upcoming. Y'all, I didn't even know who Diane Downs was. She's been killing it with the Diane Downs. So she's got all these little sound clips, right? So I got to get with her on that. She's got the best sound clips. I mean, if you guys just go watch it just to hear the sound clips, I think you'd really enjoy it. So I was looking for sound clips. Make sure you guys subscribe. Damn it, I forgot to drop her link. I'll go back and grab her link in a minute. Stephanie, good to see you, love. You are in the vertical live. And Salty, good to see you. You are also in the vertical live. If y'all want to join the rest of the chat, you're more than welcome. You'll have to come click on my page and do it that way. Again, the reason we're doing that is to get more people. If you want to stay over there, I can see your chats. It doesn't bother me either way. Okay, so I found this sound clip. I was laughing for like so many. I was laughing my ass off last night at it. I don't know if y'all are going to think it's quite as funny, but I wanted to show it to you guys. And I figured that I would show it to you guys because, like I said, the part of the interview we're kind of getting in on is going to be very emotional. You will probably cry. So protect your mental health. So we'll have a little bit of a laugh first. I have no idea what sound clip specifically I was looking for, but this came up and I just couldn't stop laughing.
somewhere in the night.
It's a piano floating. Slow Southern style, good to see you. Let me get
to get my fill. I broke it. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice.
So funny
Just
to me.
one more time. Some win,
That's so
some
funny.
will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Ah, never ends. It goes on and on and on and
What is
on.
he doing? Where's the piano? Oh, there it is.
Waiting. Up and down the boulevard, there's shadows searching in the night.
I just could not stop laughing at that last night, so I wanted to share it with y'all today. Here is the link for Hio. If you guys have not subscribed, please do so. And I'm gonna yep, second one down. All right. Also, if you guys have not checked out Salty Sleuth Investigates, definitely check her out as well. Doing good things over there. I love the way she talks and is very upfront and honest. Salty Sleuth, I don't know. I was laughing my ass off last night at that. Yeah, it was very creative. It was a grand piano. Yeah. Good to see you, Anders. We need this at the end of the mentality challenging discussion we are covering today. We definitely do. I don't care. They were in the refrigerator. Sleuth is awesome. Oh, Abellis, you might be in vertical chat now too. Just so you know. Okay, so again, I want to warn you, we're getting into a very emotionally charged part of the interview. Now, this interview is where Brandi confronts Stacey. Brandi did drop by chat yesterday, and I just felt like I was not. I don't know. I felt like it humbled me quite a bit. I felt like I should have known the case better, but the whole point of this is for me to learn the case more, you know. And my heart just goes out to her. It really does. We have learned a lot from this interview. The one thing that I remember that sticks out the most that we've learned so far is that Adrian was allegedly in trouble for some kind of trafficking, because I looked it up and pulled his criminal record, and the only thing that I found was drug trafficking. And Stacey claims that a detective told him, Adrian is known for human trafficking. Now, that is hard for me to believe, because, like, okay, detective, if this person is known for human trafficking, why the fuck is he on the street? Like, why hasn't he been arrested yet? If somebody is well aware somewhere in some state that this man is known for human trafficking, then what the fuck? Why can't we why wasn't he in jail already? Okay. I was like, where's my chat replay? Okay, so we're gonna pick it up a little bit further back than where she is so strong. And again, let's talk about that real quick before we get into it. Could you imagine being confronted with the people you know are responsible for taking your child, and they're still on the street? This interview takes place after this interview, where he leads the police on a goose chase in his backyard to dig up the body of Michael Monkey Vaughan. So she had seen this, and then it's after that she confronts him on the panel, just trying to get questions, just trying to get her baby back so that she can lay him to rest. She's battling with her liver. She has since gotten a transplant. I think she's doing okay right now and dealing with all of this. I'm glad that she's finally getting some justice with the probable cause affidavit, but he still needs to be brought home. I mean, you're dealing with that. You have the other children. I know that she has this thing called Monkey Mondays, where they remember Michael in her family. I mean, and you can see the emotion on her face when she gets upset. I mean, and I don't even know. Like, think about being in that position. I don't even know how I would even be able to go on, you know? So my heart goes out to her. She is the definition of a strong woman, you know? And I want us to remember that. Opal said, I still think they said Adrian's trafficking charges and Stacey twisted it to child trafficking. I think that could be a possibility because I'm like the trafficking, it does say trafficking and but it's drug trafficking. So like if they knew you were child trafficking, I think that you would be in jail. That's just my thought on that. Really quickly, I do want to share this. It's in the description box. This is missing PNW, PNW crime. Yes, missing PNW crimes revisited. If you guys have not subscribed to them, please do so as well. And here is their link. Brandi is such a strong lady. My heart goes out to her. Yeah. She is very admirable. Admirable, not admirable. Okay, so I'm going to start it here. Just be prepared. It's going to be hard to hear.
The recording studio?
No. Adrian said that he had made YouTube videos in the past, but it wasn't. He never claimed that he had a studio. I don't know anybody that has a music studio or a recording studio at all.
Okay. I'm just kind of back.
Hot Mess says, please tell her where Brandon put Michael. Stop doing that. Stop it.
Baffled and
Then why are you acquainted with so many child predators? It's not fair to Brandi, not you. Brandi, you are doing so good. You are so brave. My prayers are for you and praying for a miracle for Monkey. I'm pretty sure he said Randy Strickland was the wreck trailer dude. Okay.
all of these places, that you say you were, and the times have changed.
Hey, Kim.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
So, is this like, are these questions that you're asking, Brandi, are they coming from you directly, or are they coming from like law enforcement asking you to ask them?
Now, I asked this in the beginning because if you guys remember when we were watching this yesterday, she's doing something with her little one, and then she gets up on stage, but it takes her a minute. And I'm thinking if I was in that position, I would have called law enforcement and be like, hey, look, I've got him. I'm about to go on panel with him. Is there anything specifically you want me to ask him? And that would have been what I did. She says no, but I think she might have. I don't know. I'd have to ask her. And with that, let me say, even though she came into chat yesterday, I did not ask her any questions. I told her she had said something along the line. It threw me off for a second because I didn't realize it was her. And she said when she did this, it wasn't planned or something to that effect. Please don't ask her a bunch of questions. If she comes in your chat, please show her respect. Like don't be asking her a bunch of things and making her watch things. Like just think about what it would be like, and show some grace if she does. You know what I mean?
These ones are questions that
you've come up with.
That I've come up with.
That's fine. I was just curious. I just, you know what I mean?
What were your questions on your
polygraph?
Yeah.
So the questions they literally asked me, there's 5 questions. They asked me, is the door shut? Is the light on in the room?
Have a good day, love.
What number did I write down on the wall? Not me, but these are literally verbatim what he asked me.
Those are all to get his baseline of what he does when he's lying. They're going to make him lie and then see what his body reaction is to that and then make him tell the truth. That's what all that was.
What number did I write down on the wall? And the last 2 were, do you have any knowledge or any information or any involvement in Michael's disappearance? And I said no. And then
Okay, that's 3 separate questions. I don't think a lie detector person, polygrapher, is going to ask you a question that's 3 questions in one. I could be wrong.
he asked if you knew of any involvement or had any information or knew something of his involvement, would you report it? And I said yes. And that's literally the 5 questions they asked me. And then
Anders, yeah, I don't know why mine does the @ symbol. I'll try to figure it out and put it back, but I don't know why it does that over here, right? Like, I'm like, I don't think they'd be asking you 3 questions in 1 question. That's weird. So, I mean, we've talked about how he has his hands in front of his face. He never makes eye contact with the camera. And yes, I'm aware that he's talking to a phone, but for him, it's more psychological, right? Because if you're talking to a phone, you're aware that you're looking in your mind. You know, this is a live stream. He might see the chat, he might not. He might see how many people are in there watching this right now. So his mind is automatically going to think, right now there's 46 people in here. So if I was on camera, I'd be like, there's 46 people watching me right now. And for him, that's what he's thinking as well. So I'm thinking that's just my speculation as to why he doesn't look at the camera, because he's lying. And in his mind, when he looks at the camera, he's looking at X amount of people. So therefore, he doesn't look at the camera because he knows he's lying. He always looks away. He always has his hands in front of his mouth. It's weird. YouTube is drunk. We have decided.
when I completed the polygraph, he said, "Give me a minute, I'll be right back." And he came back and he goes, "How do you feel you did?" And I said, "I told the truth." And he goes, "You're right, you did."
I don't believe that they wouldn't give him the results that quickly either, in my opinion.
Huh. Those were
The 5 questions that he asked me. He only asked me 5 questions, and what questions I told you is what he asked me.
Would you take another?
Of course, I'd take another one. I'd take another one in a heartbeat.
Okay.
This is the thing. Like, I'm like,
I heard that Sarah had said something about God taking Michael to
that's what I'm
Portland.
telling you. That's what I was trying to tell you. So,
Oh.
so all of this, like you question, like, why is she saying that you did it? But that's why I made the point of, why would she go in court and say, "Oh, Stacey told me this," and then she claimed that she was Stacey? Why would she? Excuse me. Why would she say that? "Oh, the Most Highest God told me that this happened." "Oh, God told me that Stacey did it," or you know what I mean? Like, her story was like, she was going through a very messed up situation mentally and emotionally.
I mean, even referencing the probable cause affidavit, what is that messed up situation that she's going through emotionally and mentally, Stacey? Because it appears to be after Michael's disappearance when she goes through this emotional state and posts 329 videos in 3 months on TikTok. And they're all about testimony, religious, the 10 Commandments, saying she's broke all the 10 Commandments. It should be noted that thou shalt not kill is one of the 10 Commandments. She alleged in her videos it didn't matter her sins. God had forgiven her because he forgave Hitler. Like, what the fuck? So what is the emotional thing that Sarah's been through, Stacey, that made her get all religious all of a sudden?
It's not easy being labeled something that you didn't do.
Hey,
And I'm like,
good to see you.
It was my husband.
Hey, Mountain.
I don't know anything about your husband. Okay, and I'm sorry if he's going through this shit too, this stuff too. And it's not fair and it's not right. But Brandi, I have no reason to lie to you.
Somebody needs to tell the truth.
No, exactly. 100%.
Not making eye contact with the camera at all right now. After she said somebody needs to tell the truth, and he's like, exactly. Can't even make eye contact. Why did he call law enforcement from prison? Someone said. They're dropping Michael Monkey Vaughan, Monkey Michael Joseph Vaughan, and then they've got his missing poster. people can pass a polygraph even when they are lying. I'm wondering, because he has fetal alcohol syndrome. Thank God I didn't say fecal this time. If they would even be able to give him one, or if he would give false positives. Misty, good to see you. He is. I'm learning that. I mean, I knew that, but I'm going through the interview and getting the signs of what he does. Hey, Mariel. Hey, everybody. It's good to see y'all. Thank you for being here.
Thanks. But I need you to know one thing, Brandi, is that I don't have a reason or like a want to lie about something like this to you. I want Michael to come home just as much as everybody else in this world. He doesn't deserve to be separated from his family, or he didn't deserve to be taken from his family.
Could you fucking fathom the fucking, oh my God. Like, this is who took your child and he's saying that to you right now? Oh, hell no. I would lose my shit. Oh,
And I'm going to
hell
be
no.
straight up with you. If I ever find out who did it and I encounter this person somehow or some way in the world, they're not going to have a very good time. And I can promise you that.
Oh,
This is not like a threat, but it's
fuck up.
facts and it's reality.
I wish I could snatch your
As a
shit.
matter of fact, I beat the crap out of a sex offender in prison.
No, that's not true. What you guys told me in chat yesterday was that he walked up to somebody who was stimming on a chair, who was mentally disabled, and stimming in a chair, and just punched him for no apparent fucking reason at all. Good morning, Mustang. His left eye is straight. He's nodding his head in the opposite way, which contradicts what he's saying. Exactly, Nessa.
Boom, 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 bop, bam.
He's not a good liar. Lovely Bones said, Brandi is such a strong woman. I don't think I would be able to keep my cool during all of this if I were in her shoes. I know I wouldn't. I really admire Brandi as someone with chronic illness myself. If I experienced what she did, I know. I couldn't even begin to fathom. And she's such a beacon of strength. Like, I mean, we talk about a lot of cases, but Brandi, the more I learn about this case, the more I see her as a beacon of strength. I know, right? I would have lost my shit. Oh my God. Tell Stacey to look in the mirror when he is talking. Yeah.
Just recently, in the last couple months, back in July, I beat the frick out of this dude. He sat there.
She is.
I
Like,
saw
I don't-
I saw that. I saw it.
Like, I don't play with this stuff. Like, I don't think you realize, Brandi, like,
Why?
I'm a very good person at heart.
The fuck you are. Misty and Nessa, you are in the vertical chat. If you want to come in the chat where everybody else is talking, then come to my page and then click on the other lab that does not have a phone beside it, just so you know. You're good to stay over there too, because the comments show up on both sides. Michelle, good to see you. And Black Knight, good to see you. He's not a good liar, but he's a sociopath because he can lie so easily like it's nothing. It's insane to see this shit. What pisses me off even more, though, is that they know that they did it and it took them this long to arrest them. But I'm thinking the police are like, okay, well, these people are so whacked out. Like, if we take this to a jury of their peers, are they going to convict them? Or are they going to think they were lying? And I think that's why they wanted for so long to find his body and also to lay him to rest. And then they finally went forward with what they have. Now, they are very tight-lipped about this case because I've tried to get this interview. Nobody has this interview. Even the news cannot have it. It's only on Clutch Them Pearls. Rumor has it, or from what I've heard, that's because Brandi gave it to him. So, like, they don't release stuff on this case at all. So there's probably more out there. They're very tight-lipped, as they should be.
And I would never allow myself to have involvement, or let alone be known or made known that somebody had involvement without me dealing with it myself and taking it to law enforcement after I beat the fuck out of the person. Like, I'm not okay with this at all. And I'm sorry,
Did
she's
you
my
tell
language.
anybody in Ada County? Anybody
Ada County, no. But what I've learned is that people in Ada County are sitting there 20%. There are in the jail are trying to give false quote. I don't know. That's what I've been told, but they're trying to give something like telling law enforcement that I told them where this little boy was. And I never would ever talk about my stuff, especially to people in jail. It's none of their business. Number one. Yeah, I've been blasted all over the media.
Okay, so it's my understanding that this is Washington County. So do you guys know what Ada County is and what was said? I believe he confessed to an inmate, if that's what they're referencing. If she's referencing that, then yes, the fuck he does. He guides them all through the yard and everything. Now, to be fair, it's to talk to his mother, and Sarah's at the house, and Sarah could have moved the child, the body, Michael Monkey Vaughn's body. But and she has this, so she knows. So this is Ada County, and he's saying I didn't tell anybody where they're at. She had this at the time, and this had already been released at the time, so she knows that's a fucking lie. If they're talking about if that's Washington County, like I thought at one point, and Ada County is something else, then I don't know if they would have camera of that. Yes, you did, Stacey. Yes, Brandi gave it to Justin. Apparently, I don't remember the full story. I have to go back. So is the Ada County thing like he confessed to an inmate, or is it that body cam?
So I don't really have to explain myself other than I didn't do it. I wish I could give you more answers, Brandi. I wish I could give you and tell you who the person is that did this.
She's trying so hard to keep her composure because she just wants answers, and I can tell by looking at her, it's weighing on her because she just wants to snap, as I would have already snapped. Moonlight Stargazer said, but she was going through that before Michael was abducted. She wasn't accused until the night they served the search warrant. No one knew any of your names until that day. Then why initially lie? Wow, I can't. 2 days after Michael disappeared, why did Sarah start making mass TikToks crying? What happened to break her? Or what people saying in the chat. Why would he keep insinuating Smex's offense is what happened to Michael?
I wish you didn't have to suffer. This is not fair.
No, it's not. Why did Sarah's behavior change so drastically after Michael was abducted?
Okay. So Clutch the Pearls is who released this. Do you see the watermark? Clutch them pearls? That's who released this. So yeah, I'm assuming he's got more coverage on the case. I don't know. I don't watch him. If you wanted to check him out, Ada County Jail in Ada County, Boise, Idaho. So do you know if like he confessed to an inmate there, or if that body cam we have is from there? I could probably figure it out. I just haven't. I can't do it right now. My friend was homicided at 14 by her boyfriend, and he confessed to 2 people in jail that he had alibis out of jail say they were with him, and the jury believed the ones not jail, but he 100% did it. I'm so sorry you went through that, Black Knight. That's horrible. Anders said, I'm sick of hearing his lies. Rachel said the rumors were he talked to an inmate. Thank you. Wasn't Justin boots on the ground with, yes. Well, he was boots on the ground with Bullhorn Betty and Quentin Simon. That's where I came in, was Quentin Simon. Anders, no. Of course, lovely. That is awful, and I'm so sorry that you went through that, Black Knight. That's a horrible thing to deal with as well.
The TikToks, you're her husband. You
I
talk
know.
to her every day, Stacey, don't you?
Say it again.
You talk to her every day.
Yeah, but I also know that
Mhm.
Sarah was very conceited and very.
Thank you.
She hid a lot of stuff,
Okay.
just like the gun that she held Tanner at gunpoint with. I had no knowledge about her having a gun. The gun that she had, she ended up selling it to Carson. So it made absolutely no sense.
Stacey, would you help me get Michael home?
She came on camera for that because she wants that question to impact him. She wants her baby home, and she deserves that at the very fucking least. Stacey wanted, yep, he said he wanted the same deal that Sarah got to get out of his other charges. Yep. I think so. I think so, Wolfpack.
No more
Wait, say it
games.
again.
Will you help me get Michael home? Please.
I can do everything I can. I can help try to find him, Brandi. I don't know where to even start. I want to give you answers, Brandi. I
apologize. I was muted. I said I want to give y'all a trigger warning because it's going to get very emotional, okay?
to tell you who the fuck did this. And if I could, I would. But I don't have anything to give you, and I am tore up for you.
Oh, bullshit.
I want your boy to come home, Brandi.
Then tell the truth, please.
I don't have any to give you. I've told everything I can, Brandi. You don't understand. Yes, I understand that's your boy. I know. I know.
Why won't he say his name? He never says his name in this interview. He never says Michael Monkey Vaughan, Michael Joseph Vaughan, none.
No, Brandi. And if I had an answer to give you, if I had an answer to bring, no, I don't, Brandi.
You would help me.
Brandi, I would turn the person in a heartbeat. You don't understand, Brandi. I'm not the person that did this.
Please,
I don't know how much more clear I can be.
Hero, Stacey, please.
Brandi, I want to be your hero and bring him home, but I don't have anything
I
or
don't
way
want
to
you to
bring
be
him.
my hero. I want you to be Michael's hero.
I know, and I want to be his hero too, but I can't without having something to give them, Brandi. I'm trying to explain this to you. What do I tell them?
Tell them about Sarah. Tell them about Brandon, please.
I told them everything. That's what you don't. Brandi, I'm not protecting them, Brandi. What am I? Because I'm pretty sure I've just told the truth every freaking time that I've done a statement, Brandi. I don't know what you.
Enforcement saying you're a suspect. Why is there evidence that Michael was at your house? Why did you say he was buried in that backyard? Why did you lie? Why did you tell them that?
He is not emotional at all. And he absolutely did. Hold on. The police at this time, like I've said before, she has the body cam where he's guiding them in the backyard to where the body was allegedly at, but Sarah's living at the house at the time, and she's asking him all these important questions, and he's having no emotional reaction at all. I wonder what his answer is going to be.
I had to sit here and listen to those trucks every day. You've seen him that night.
Brandi.
You've seen him that night. Tell me about the kid. Tell me about the kid on the road. Was it him?
That was not him. No, it was not him.
That was why I needed to come back to this part, because I originally had not caught everything about the child on the road. So I don't know what this child on the road, I mean, but again, going through all these lies, like he's admitted that Michael was there. He's admitted that he put him in the backyard. He's admitted that they duct taped him and put him in a duffel bag and all this shit. And now there's a kid on the road, and I don't know what the kid on the road story is, and that's what I was trying to get more context of. I apologize for bringing this back. I know it's very emotional, but I mean, I think the least we can do is listen to it as well. Kalisa Katz, good to see you. Oh, yeah. Lovely Bones said, don't interrupt her. It is very heartbreaking. He should go to jail for that. This action of his denial to the mom is as close to evil as I've been. This could be another charge. It should be, even if it couldn't. It is very heartbreaking.
How come you changed ages, sex, color of
Hey,
hair?
what?
All of your statements. How come that little boy, where you said you pulled off out of the neighborhood up here on 8th. There are no houses here. You cannot see down 6 houses.
How can you tell me I can't see 6 houses? That was not your son, Brandi. What do you want me to say?
You changed your story continuously, and then you
No,
said,
I haven't.
Yes, you
I
have.
have specified
The fuck you haven't.
in every one of my podcasts that I've done that my information may not be 100% clear as it has been almost 3.5 years. Would you remember something 3.5 years verbatim,
Yes!
detail? Would you?
Fuck yeah.
Because I guarantee you wouldn't. Nobody can remember something
Wait,
identical, pinpointing it to it.
hold up 1 second.
The fuck you wouldn't remember that. He does remember that. That's why he threw up, referencing putting him in the bag. So I don't know exactly where 8th is. They're walking around some kind of circle. This is Michael's house. I guess he pulled in up here, and I'm assuming she's talking about this road right here, or the beginning of this road right here. That's kind of hard to see. And she was saying you couldn't see 6 houses down. I don't know. Evidently, he said he saw a child that day and is claiming it wasn't Michael. I don't know what I don't know who he saw or what the story is behind that. I need to dig more into that. You would remember. She remembers. I bet you she could tell you what way the wind was fucking blowing that day. It is very heartbreaking. Trying to appeal to emotions he clearly doesn't have. Absolutely. He's very patronizing. It's very hard to watch. It's not good for Brandi to get upset like that. No, it's not. She's battling so much already, even physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things, and he's patronizing the fuck out of her.
We need to give Brandi a second to calm down and breathe for a minute.
Tell me, what was the boy doing that you saw on the road that night?
It wasn't your boy, Brandi. And he was
Tell me about the boy.
outside of some house playing down the road
Which house?
on the right-hand side. I don't know what house.
What-
I don't know
which-
exactly what house. I don't have an address to give you other than
You would remember. He's so full of shit.
it was literally probably like 4 or 5 houses on the right-hand side of the road. And it was not
Let's
Michael.
not yell, Stacey. Let's not yell, Stacey.
But you would have had to
She
drive
is very
by,
sick.
by the kid, right?
Correct.
Can you?
But by
what
the
did you do?
time I had filled up the power steering and we had taken off, he had already gone back inside with his family.
How do you know
I had
it was
watched
family's
his
house?
because I don't know that it was family's house. All I know is I watched somebody come out of the side of their house and told them that it was time to come inside. And that's all I know. What else do you want me to give you? It wasn't your boy. You want to make up something?
So you saw a little boy. You pulled off the side of the road on 8th. Was it on
No.
directly outside?
No. Clarify. I did not see the little boy until after I had gotten out of the truck and opened the hood, and I heard noise coming from the background of somebody.
Oh my God. Y'all. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Y'all. Wait. Full fucking stop. Listen. Okay, listen to this again. Listen to this. I'm going to take it back a little bit. Listen.
House and told them that it was time to come inside, and that's all I know. What else do you want me to give you? It wasn't your boy. You want to make up something?
So you saw a little boy. You pulled off the side of the road on 8th. Was it on directly outside?
No. Clarify. I did not see the little boy until after I had gotten out of the truck.
Listen right here.
And opened the hood, and I heard noise.
Did you hear that? He almost said, and I heard screaming. And he said, I heard and then changes it to noise. Oh my God. Remember, the probable cause affidavit says that when they stopped on 8th Street, that Michael Joseph Vaughan was in the back, duct taped in a duffel bag, and then it's in one probable cause affidavit and not in the other. They talk about they heard adults screaming. And that's when they had pulled off and they got out of the truck. And then at one point, they say they're putting power steering fluid in. At the other point, they say that they're putting the GPS directions in, which doesn't make sense because they're going to Brandon's mother's house. Brandon would obviously know the way. Yes. Listen, when he talks about, I'm gonna back it up again. When he says that he was putting power steering he lifted the hood to put the power steering fluid in, and then he says, and I heard noise. He doesn't say it all the way, but you can tell he was about to say screaming.
House and told him that it was time to come inside, and that's all I know. What else do you want me to give you? It wasn't your boy. You want to make up something?
So you saw a little boy. You pulled off the side of the road on 8th. Was it on directly outside?
No. Clarify. I did not see the little boy until after I had gotten out of the truck and opened the hood, and I heard
right there
noise coming from the background of somebody playing in the yard.
He was about to say, and I heard screaming, but then changes the noise coming from the background. Whoa. Out of the 4 suspects who's in jail currently, definitively Sarah and Stacey. Brandon, I'm not sure about. Adrian was in jail when we pulled it up as of October 8th on a entering a vehicle without permission charge, but I think he's since been released. Oh, Brandy, good to see you. Good catch. Love, you should be a detective. Yes. I wish I could be a detective. But I feel I'm not quite that intelligent. Thank you so much, Brandy. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good today. He definitely was about to say screaming. And again, I reiterate the probable cause affidavit. I don't want to say that, all that, but it lines up if you go look at it. Okay, I'm going to continue to play it now.
Of the house. Just to get that straight. We didn't pull off because we saw somebody playing in the front yard. To clarify.
Okay. Let me calm down here. So you pulled out of Hidden Meadows subdivision, correct? Took a left.
Carry on.
Okay.
You're good.
The next
to see you.
road to turn.
The next right turn was Arizona Street.
Correct. So
we
from
pulled
where
off
you left
before
Hidden
that.
Meadows, okay, in between, because that's all field right there on the right-hand side. That's nothing.
And there's also a pull-off spot.
Right there, right before the sign on 8th. Or excuse me, Arizona. On Arizona. So where was the little boy? Because you would have had to pull off right there in front of Arizona and 8th. Right there, where the pull-off is. I've stood there and I've looked down the road. Which house looking down the road? I know you said 5 or 6 houses down the road. You said this child was playing in the yard. Was he standing? Was he sitting?
He was standing in the yard. How else would I notice something? He was like having a good time. He was just being himself. I don't know. He was being like every fucking other kid that wants to have fun in their life. I don't know. It was not Michael. Trust me, I'm very, very familiar with faces, Brandi.
He's so condescending. I hate that. And yeah, how do you know it wasn't Michael Joseph Vaughan? Did you happen to know where he was at that moment? Even if there was another little boy, but she reiterates that there are no other children in the neighborhood or there wasn't at that time, something to that extent. Hio, good to see you. Yeah, that was Opal. That's exactly why I wanted to go through it, because like I said, I knew a little bit about it, but I don't know everything. So going back through these interviews that I've never seen, maybe I'll hear something or find something. Opal says Brandy's not broken, she's the storm. Absolutely. Brandy says there is exactly 6 houses down that road until it meets a 4-way. Okay, let me jump over here where this map is. Okay, so gonna be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking that's it. Okay, I'll pull that back up. Let me see. This is the only map that I have. I need to get a better one. But this is Michael's house where the red dot is. You can kind of see it's red right here. So I think she's talking about this 4-way, possibly. because there's 6 out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or it could be this one. I'm not sure. I need to get a better map. Forrest said, if this guy feels compelled to go on live streams and proclaim his innocence, then gets annoyed when you ask him questions he doesn't really want to answer, he can't even get his story straight. Oh yeah. He's a character. He's a character. He's an asshole. I'm glad he's in jail. I hope he gets the death penalty, honestly.
And Michael's face was not that boy.
But I know all my neighbors, and there's no children. There are no kids there.
Well, there was a kid there. And it wasn't Michael. So I don't know what else to tell you. Other than what I saw and what I heard and what I know.
He just blinked. He's being so condescending, but he blinked several times when he referenced what he heard. She would know if there was children there. She would know if there was children out that day. Like I said, I'm sure she could probably tell you that what temperature it was and which way the wind was blowing and what it smelled like and how many birds were chirping. You don't forget. You remember everything. He's so full of shit.
I know that somebody came out of the house and told them that it was time to come inside. I don't know if these people had friends that had kids or if somebody was babysitting. I don't know.
You saw that person tell that kid to go inside?
I heard the person tell them to come inside.
So you were close enough to hear, but couldn't see.
Because it's a fucking lie. Lovely Bones said, I think that might have been the first time he actually said Michael's name. I caught that too. April said that I love your spitting straight facts in his face, Brandi. Oh, he made most of this story up and the rest of the stories. And what pisses me off is the fact that it's after this. I know I keep coming back to this, but he's telling them where to dig at in this interview. And it takes place before the interview that we're watching right now. How the fuck was he not in jail? I don't understand. Okay. Yep, you're in the vertical. No, I don't know why you're asking me questions like that. I'm not messing with trolls today. This is not the appropriate place to do that. So go bother somebody else.
Which house, or do you remember which house? I know it's been 1,240 days, 3.5 years of pure hell and nightmares. People claiming they know where my son is and won't tell me. So,
if I knew your boy was, I would have already told them that at the beginning of everything.
Just please beware. Just watch your tone a little bit, Stacey. Please watch your tone.
I'm just curious. Which house was it that you saw this little?
It was a beige house. I don't know exactly the number. It was a beige house.
And it's on that right side, right there on 8.
All right.
I would love to know what homeless shelter he was at and if it was beige, because he keeps looking wherever it is that he's looking. If the homeless shelter he's in right now is beige, I mean, that's just going to back up the fact that he's lying. All right.
Between Arizona and Washington.
All right.
I know all of those neighbors.
Okay. And I'm sorry that you, okay, and maybe you ever think maybe they were babysitting or maybe,
I know their grandchildren.
Maybe they had a friend over. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? I don't have anything to give you, Brandi. I have told every fucking thing. You're trying to get something, like, get me to say I have information. I don't have anything.
Do you believe that
you could have done
when Adrian and Brandon were involved?
No.
Do you believe Sarah, Adrian, and Brandon were something? Didn't he have childhood abuse? A defense attorney will try to use that during mitigation if he goes to trial. Damn. He's got fetal, I always want to say fecal for some reason, fetal alcohol syndrome abuse. Or I don't know if that's abuse, but it's abuse to me. That's why I said abuse. You shouldn't be drinking while you're pregnant, in my opinion. But fetal alcohol syndrome nonetheless. And I feel like Sarah's trying to set up an insanity defense. But Yeah, they'll probably try. Thank you. I appreciate that, Abellis. We'll go over that at the end. They'll probably try to use mitigating factors with all of them, but I I feel like they have enough reading that probable cause affidavit. Even if you, I mean, and just in this interview where we just caught where he was saying, I heard scream and then changes that I heard noises. If you add all of those things up, it's going to back up the probable cause affidavit. I'm sure there's more out there where he has his Freudian slips. Y'all call it leakage. That's like the word moist for me. So I prefer Freudian slip. I'm sure there's a lot that they can get together and kind of back up the probable cause affidavit. I think they have enough. And again, they're very tight-lipped on this case, as they should be. So I'm sure there's more out there that we don't know. I just wish that we could find him, or they could find him, so that he can be laid to rest, because Brandi deserves that.
Not at all.
Nothing to do with it. If you
No.
don't,
Brandon, me, and Sarah were all gone that night, Brandi. We were in Cuna towing Brandon's vehicle back to Fruitland because I was going to help him repair his spark plugs that he had blew out of the hole because he's a dumb person and doesn't know how to drive and thinks that high revving a vehicle is the coolest thing ever. Brandi, I will give anything I can for him to come home. I don't have anything. There's nothing I have that I can give to law enforcement.
I mean, I don't mean to keep pausing y'all, but I can't. Like, I mean, I'm thinking about what I'm thinking right now is he's telling her this. She knows that he's lying. She's dealing with her liver failing at this point. I don't think that she had I think she just got her transplant. Thank God that she got that and she's doing better. But could you fathom, like, you're talking to the person who last saw your child, and you know all of this shit, yet they're still out here on YouTube running their fucking mouth, and then you're talking to them, and he's gaslighting the fuck out of you and lying, and you just want to bring your baby home. Like, just to think about it, it's heartbreaking. Salty Sleuth said fetal alcohol syndrome is something they will try Koberger's attorney style, coming in hot. Yep. I hope they don't give him a plea. I'm worried about that because they don't have Michael yet. Sarah does definitely have mental health issues. She knows exactly what she's done, and Idaho doesn't mess around. She can't use the insanity defense here. I think they'd have trouble proving that because she appeared to be, she was okay enough to get all these fucking charges and shit and live somewhat, I'm assuming she had some kind of jobs or something before Michael went missing. So it's going to be hard to prove that because for an insanity defense, I think you would have to prove during the time that they definitely during the moment the crime was committed, it was committed through an insanity standpoint. And to do what's described in the probable cause affidavit, you're thinking it's premeditated, you're thinking, you're trying to hide it, all of the things add up. So that I don't think they're going to be able to do it, honestly. If he gets convicted, then at the sentencing part, they may use the fetal alcohol syndrome as mitigating circumstances, give him less time or put him in a different prison, but can't use it as an actual defense. I hope he goes to GP. Lori Vallow was found guilty in her last 2 trials based on strong probable cause. Absolutely find him. Brandi said, think about how much they have in the probable cause affidavit alone. I'm telling you guys, he messed with the wrong mama bear. I'm in the wrong town. Absolutely.
Boom, 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 bam.
Absolutely. I mean, and I don't even think that that's everything they have in the probable cause affidavit. I don't think that that's all of the information. I think there's more. I think there's definitely enough to get them behind bars for the rest of their life. I did say fecal. I don't know why I do that. I apologize. Because he's a piece of shit and he's disgusting. I didn't read the rest of your comment. Her body language definitely says she knows he's lying, and you can see it's killing her heart every word he says. It's so heartbreaking. It really is. It really is. I mean, and just think about everything that's going on in that moment. He may have fetal alcohol syndrome, but he is obviously high functioning. Sorry, Stacey. No, just no. Brandy, if you do, again, really? Okay. If you do want to come up, I will drop you a link, but I don't want to be like asking you to come up and talk or anything because I don't know the maps or anything. I didn't know. So I just wanted to offer you that, but I'm not asking you to. I want that to be clear. Hey, YouTube bad actors. Lord, I can't speak. For Stacey, fecal alcohol syndrome fits. Absolutely.
Everything that I have told him is I've told. I don't have anything further. I don't know what else you want me to give.
So
I can't just magically pull it out of my butt, Brandy. Like,
she's looking for her son. She's frustrated, Stacey.
I know. I want him to come
you
home
said
too.
that you would let her ask questions and that you would speak calmly. So just do so. Let her talk if she needs to talk.
Barb.
No, and that's fine. That's
Try
fine.
not to talk over her. And
like, I need you to know, Brandy. Like, I have had nothing to do with him. I will put that on my life.
Okay.
I am okay at this point.
Right
If somebody held me at gunpoint right now, specifically law enforcement, and told me to give them answers, they'd have to shoot me because I wouldn't have anything to give them, Brandy. That's where this is at. At this point, they can go ahead
and let her talk for a minute. Just
He
pause
says-
for just a second, please.
He says he took a polygraph and passed. He said that Sarah and Brandon failed. I don't know. I'm assuming that they did take polygraphs and they probably all failed. No excuses for him or any of these killers. Absolutely. People need to remember that the probable cause affidavit is usually the bare minimum to bring the charges and get a warrant. I'm sure there's much more.
Bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Yeah. And even in the probable cause affidavit, it lays everything out. They're admitting it out of their own mouths.
Thank you, Stacey.
Randy says, well, I appreciate the offer. I'm staying away from the internet as much as possible, but I saw you were on and I wanted to listen and show support. Well, thank you for that. And I don't want you to feel obligated. I just wanted to offer it because I felt like I would be rude if I didn't. But no, I don't think, I think that you're going through a lot right now and I wouldn't want to bring you up. And I'm praying for you and for your strength and for your healing. And thank you for being here. Yes, blue hearts. Thank you guys for that. That actor said he just tortures her emotionally on top of taking her baby, and it's disgusting. It is. Lori Ann said, my heart is broken. Please say a prayer for my friend Tanya, who passed away. I'm sorry you're going through that right now, and I'm sorry that she passed away. I definitely will keep you in my prayers. Thank you guys for the blue hearts in chat.
What were you doing before you left?
Quickly, Brandy said if you go to the round table hosted by Purple Phoenix, she and her partners with lovely, lovely women have all the facts maps. Thank you for that. I'm going to write that down right now. I have my notepad so I could get all of the information. Purple Phoenix. Okay, round table. Awesome. Thank you. I'll probably get more information there too. And I'll add that to my list of things to go through. Thank you so much for that, Brandy. You can't stop crying. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. Salty said, we understand and we support you, Brandy. We absolutely do. Brandy Strong. Thank you guys for being so sweet and supportive. And thank you, Brandy, for that information.
Before I went to CUNA, I had taken a couple taxi rides that day. Specifically, I got woken up by Sarah at like 11 or 11:30 in the morning with a phone call saying a taxi ride needed to be picked up in Ontario and taken to Boise to the airport. Then after dropping this person off at the airport, as I was headed home, I get another phone call from Sarah saying that a taxi ride needed to go from Ontario to the A&W.
Which A&W?
The one in Payette.
Brandy, Barb asked if there was like an Amazon wish list, or if you're still here, or any kind of way to support you right now that you have. I know you can't drop links in chat, but if you do have anything like that, a way to like help and support, let me know so I can definitely share that information if you're still here. Opal said life can be tough and sometimes you just need a gentle reminder that you are valued, you are important, and you matter. Absolutely. So they're talking about, I'm going to back this up a little bit. I didn't catch the last part. Now, remember, he said, he just mentioned they woke up at 11. The probable cause affidavit says 12. Yes. Michelle. There is a meal train link for the Vaughan family. Okay, where is it at? If you can tell me where it's at, I can try to pull it up and drop it. Karen said, Brandy, you are my hero. I lost 2 children and it's hard, but I know what you're going through and it's even harder to not know. Much love to you. Yeah, email it to me. Thank you, Abellis. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, email me the link and I'll definitely drop it. Thank you for that.
I will put that on my life.
Okay.
I am
well,
okay at this point.
Right
If somebody held me at gunpoint right now, specifically law enforcement, and told me to give them answers, they'd have to shoot me because I wouldn't have anything to give them, Brandy.
That's fucking. I want to punch him in the face.
Where this is at. At this point, they can go ahead
and let her talk for a minute. Just pause for just a second, please. Thank you, Stacey.
What were you doing before you left?
Before I went to CUNA, I had taken a couple taxi rides that day. Specifically, I got woken up by Sarah at like 11 or 11:30 in the morning with a phone call saying a taxi ride needed to be picked up in Ontario and taken to Boise to the airport. Then after dropping this person off at the airport, as I was headed home, I get another phone call from Sarah saying that a taxi ride needed to go from Ontario to the A&W.
Which A&W?
The one in Payette.
Why did you say the one in Ontario?
I said he needed to be picked up in Ontario.
So even there, he just messed up. I remember hearing this the first time, and he just contradicted himself even there. I was trying to find the link, Opal, on your page for that. Let me see if it's under this one. Hold on. We're going to go right back to that. I don't see the link for it. I'll work on finding it, though, and I'll get it to you guys before we end the stream today. Even there, he just contradicts himself because he's talking about going and picking somebody up from the airport, and he says Ontario, but then he says he changes it a couple of times. Chow, good to see you, love. Sarah Boone swore on... what a bitch. He is so defensive, but it's because he's lying.
And taken to the A&W.
I'm sure there's many creators that have that clip of this statement of you stating that you didn't go to the one in the art or the
that you went to the one in Ontario.
I already sent my GPS photos.
Mm-hmm.
I sent my GPS photos because I had specifically gone to the pharmacy right after I had dropped this person off at the A&W. And I went to the pharmacy at the Albertsons in Payette to go pick up Sarah's prescription because she had just had tooth surgery. I specifically remember picking a prescription because it was the oxycodones.
He was about to say gabapentin, by the way. And again, the Okay. He says hydrocodone is what was in her purse, wrapped in a napkin because the bottle had gotten wet. And that was when I again said yesterday that if she had a prescription for the narcotics that she had in her purse, she wouldn't have gotten the charge that she did. She would have gotten a charge for not keeping it in the correct bottle. Something to that effect. I can't remember exactly. Forrest said lying is zillions of times harder than telling the truth. He has a hard time keeping his story straight, and that's a giant red flag for me. Absolutely, 100%.
Boom, 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 bop, bam.
It absolutely is. And you know he's lying because of all the stories he tells and all the lies and everything, and they all got out here. I mean, I've at least found Brandon. I will definitely say a prayer for you and all of our loved ones. Thank you. I'll grab it real quick. Brandy says P&W Cases Revisit has done extensive work as well on Michael's case. She has gotten interviews from 2 suspects, Stacey and Brandon. She's a rock star. Okay. I saw the one that JLR did with Brandon, but we'll do the one she does with Brandon next. I saw that she had one with a roommate too that somebody sent me. I've created a playlist to save these. So that I could go through them. And I said yesterday that I felt like Hio, my moderator, which called me up on panel last night. And I felt like I did you a disservice because I don't know the case very well. And when you came in yesterday, I was like very, very humbled, and I felt like, I didn't deserve for you to grace me with your presence because I feel like I don't know the case well enough. But I do want to reiterate that I'm trying to learn it now and go through and see what I pick up on and see what I learn and see looking at it from somebody who doesn't know the case as well. I've got the probable cause affidavits. I've read that. I've seen a couple of videos from back in the day. But I came in to YouTube true crime during the Quentin Simon case, which was after that, I do believe. And then I started my channel with Madeline Soto case. So I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate all the information on this because I know that you've got it. And I just wanted you to know that I mean, again, like I've said many times, you are the definition of strength. I've never met somebody as strong and amazing as you are in my life, and you're doing great things, and I know he will be brought home. And thank you. Samantha is amazing and does great work for cases in the PNW. Now, I do have somebody here that does it's missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. She's a member of my channel. I don't know what PN is that the uh, Native Americans? What does PNW stand for? Because I saw the handprint is why I asked. He said, keep Michael's name alive, Brandy. We stand with you. Absolutely. Best thing I ever did. No more toothaches. Yep. I'm so sorry, Lori, sweetheart. Take some time for yourself and give yourself some grace, okay? Because sometimes we have bad days, and that's okay. It's okay. Just take some time out, do something that you enjoy, and give yourself some grace. Well, thank you, lovely bones. Yeah, hopefully it can be a little bit of a distraction, but give yourself a little bit of grace too. Gerald Campbell, hey, good to see you. Good to be back. I'm glad you're back. Hey, Alan, thanks. Good to see you. Thank you. Opal, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Opal says, keep sharing Michael's face and story. I hope I can. I definitely intend to do that, and I hope I do him justice by going through and learning this. I feel like that's the least I could do. Oh, thank you, Salty. You're doing a great job too over there. So is Hio. Kim said, Brandy, if you're still here, I'm behind. I just want to say that my heart hurts for you, and I hope you feel our love. Sorry if I spelled your name wrong. No, it's okay. I think it is with an I. No, you're not a downer, sweetheart. I know that you're hurting today. If you need to take some time to yourself, do that. If this helps you get distracted, then stay here. It means cases in Washington, Idaho, Oregon, and Montana. Thank you for that. Oh, Pacific Northwest. That's what y'all are telling me. Pacific Northwest. Okay, got it. Lord have mercy. Sometimes you got to like put it right in front of my face with flashing red lights. All right.
Or whatever it was. Hydrocodones. Sorry, hydrocodones. For
That was
pain.
all on the 27th.
The what?
That was on the 27th of July,
Yes.
2021.
And I specifically know that it was that because I have pictures and GPS that I have already submitted that state the date and time that I'm outside the brick building, the brick side of Albertsons, in the Lexus, outside the pharmacy on that day at 3:30 p.m. to be exact.
She's frustrated, as she should be, because he's so full of shit. Okay, I have donated several times with you guys on screen. I'm gonna do it off screen because sometimes I accidentally show my card. So this is the meal train for Brandi and them. It says be an early contributor. Donations are active and coming in. Be one of the first to donate and keep the meal train rolling. There has been $135 raised by 59 people. I am going to donate after we get done. There is a photo, and it says Brandi Vaughan recently underwent a life-saving liver transplant, and while her surgery was a success, the road to full recovery will take time, rest, and support from the people who care about her most. As many of you know, Brandi is one of the kindest and most giving people, always the first to offer help, encouragement, or a listening ear. Now it's our turn to show up and help her ease her journey. She'll be focusing on healing and regaining her strength in the weeks ahead because recovery always has limits and takes time. We are organizing this meal train to help make her days a little easier. Your support through meal delivery, gift card, or a kind message will go a long way in easing the stress for Brandi and her family as she continues to heal. Thank you for your generosity and compassion and love during this chapter. Every small act truly makes a difference. And I did drop the link in chat. You can send gift cards. You can donate to the meal train. I'm going to copy it again. Yes. This one might be better because I think it put it in chat in like 3 messages. So there is a way you guys can help to donate. I will put it in the description box when we are done with the live today. And like I said, I don't, the only reason I'm not doing it right this second is because I've tried to do that before and I had to change my card because my card was evidently on the stream. But I will do it after the live today. Yeah. I'm going to go, pin it in my chat if you can. I can only access the vertical live, so I don't know if I can pin it over there. You'll have to show me how you're accessing the other lab. My phone won't let me.
Did Sarah hide Michael from you so you wouldn't give him back?
No, Sarah would never do that. Nothing like that would go on at our house. You need to keep in mind, I'm very keen and very aware of what happens around our house. Kay. And there would be no time frame for when something.
I apologize for continuing to pause. I saw that, K Mama Science came in and said, so happy to find a real true crime channel about a case that is dear to my heart instead of drama. Thank you. Thank you for being here, K Mama. Brandi said, and that's all I asked for, and to share Michael's beautiful face and story. That's all I've ever asked. Don't feel any sort of way. I'm so appreciative that you are learning. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm so grateful that you are here and that you came by and that you're so strong. You're a testament to us all. And thank you for that. Abraham, it's good to see you. And I hope to help in any way that I can. I will. I'll grab the link and we'll talk about it when we end the live for the day. I know I've never wanted to punch somebody so bad either. I'll grab that, Lori.
Something like this would be allowed or had enough time for something like that to happen.
Well, you were incarcerated when you gave the tip, and then Adrian wasn't around, so that only leaves 2 people, which would be Sarah or Brandon, that could have possibly moved Michael if he was actually in the yard.
No, because Sarah was also incarcerated, but she'd only gotten out for a period of like 3 months on pretrial release. and then got violated for violating her pretrial release. And that's when they came and searched the search warrant to the house and hit her with the failure to report the death.
The phone.
Okay, so Sarah's charged with failure to report a death. That's I think I need to get more court documents, because here it says that Sarah brought him in and then they put him in the bag. It doesn't say, it says that he passed in the bag. So why is she being charged with? I would think she would be charged with more than failure to report a death. I genuinely think that Stacey is the one who did it, specifically because him throwing up when he's referencing putting him in the bag in order to throw up, it makes me think that something else happened at that point in time. I don't understand why Sarah is charged with failure to report a body. Yeah, that's weird for me, unless she's been charged differently since the probable cause affidavit. Opal said they dropped that charge. Okay. Shelby, good to see you. Happy Sunday.
The phone that you showed put you in the park.
The what?
The phone that you showed put you in the park. Kiwanis Park.
Correct. That was where I picked the client up for the taxi. And I'd taken him to Payette to the A&W where they wanted to go.
And you don't think that looks suspicious that you're at 2 splash pads that day, but Michael comes up missing?
No, I don't, because
Okay. So, and then I know that I've heard that he said he liked to hang out at splash pads and watch the children play. And then he's getting out of his vehicle to make sure the passenger door is locked, saying he's getting his dip. Yeah, this isn't good. I wonder if Stacey's got any charges from being an RSO. I know. How does he have the nerve to sit up there with his mom? I don't think his mom is up there, but Stacey, I don't know how he has the nerve to sit up there and lie at all. You are in the vertical live, by the way, Lornuck. So you're fine over there. If you want to join chat with everybody else, you'll have to go to my page and click the other live stream that doesn't have a phone beside it. Just so you know. That charge was dropped a while ago. I will try to find you an article about that. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh, because I wasn't at the splash pad. I went to the apartment complex right across the street from the splash pad. If you look on Google Maps, there's an apartment complex that's right across the street from there. It has a pond that's literally right inside that park. It's right across from the park.
Do you have records of your taxi drives for that day?
No, that was most of the taxi customers either paid with cash or card. And that day I went through all of my Square payments because that's who we used for credit card processing. And we didn't take any credit card payments. That was a cash deposit. And it was
Isn't that fucking convenient?
$150 ride when I picked the person up from Ontario to Boise. That was a $150 ride one way. And the Ontario one was a $25 ride.
Apartment complex next to the splash pad in Payette?
No, Kiwanis Park is in Ontario. The splash pad is there's a park in Payette, but we weren't near the park. I had dropped him off at the A&W.
Okay, so even just there, he talks about being at 2 separate splash pads, picking the client up at the park, but now it's back to Ontario again. And then I picked him up from the airport. Originally, it was the airport in Ontario. Then he took him to the A&W in Payette, I think he said. And then he's somehow gone to the park in between there and still dropped him off in Payette and was still at, he's talking in circles. It's all word salad. And very aggravating. So where he talks about vomiting, I want to give you a trigger warning. I will have to find it. Hold on just a minute. Okay, here it is. It's in this probable cause affidavit. I have mine watermarked. I just haven't downloaded them from Patreon. You can get them pretty much. They're out everywhere. It reads, Stacey then said that when he first saw Michael, Sarah was carrying Michael, trigger warning, into the home. Stacey said Michael was put into a duffel bag and transported out of their house into Brandon's house, in Kuna. Stacey said Sarah was frantic trying to figure out what to do, and Brandon interjected, quote, I have a duffel bag. Stacey described I can't. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to skip that part. When asked who put him in the bag, Stacey said Brandon grabbed the bag and gave it to Sarah. Sarah picked up Michael as Adrian helped hold the sides of the bag open, and they put Michael in the duffel bag. Stacey describes Michael as wriggling, trying to get away. Stacey said he could see Michael in the bag. While describing and demonstrating how Michael was taped and put into the bag in his living room, Stacey had a physical reaction and began violently vomiting. When asked if he was vomiting because of chewing tobacco he was using, he indicated he was throwing up because of stress of talking about Michael. Now, I've given you the gist of what happened. I'm not going to, out of respect, I'm not going to read every graphic detail in the probable cause affidavit. If you want to read it, you're more than welcome. But my point is, if you are talking about an action like that, taping a child and putting them in a bag, while it is graphic and it is a horrendous thing to do, I don't think you would have a physical reaction of vomiting. If you see people, when they see somebody who is deceased or think about doing something that would cause somebody to become deceased, that's when they usually vomit. So that makes me think that when that action happened, it wasn't just duct tape and placing Michael into a bag. It makes me think that something else happened there, is what that reference is. We do need to get all of these people in custody. We absolutely do. Quick, fast, and in a damn hurry.
I don't have anything else to give you other than what I've said. I wish I could.
You could give her son so she could lay him to rest. There's so much more you could give, Stacey. And the thing for me about all of the people being out of custody, a secret's a secret till you tell somebody. So for people keeping a secret like that, if you put them all in jail and they're looking at life sentences or possibly the death penalty, which I think they should get personally, one of them's going to talk. I guarantee you. I'm surprised they haven't talked yet. Okay, lovely bones. Be careful. I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay.
I wish I could magically make it happen, Brandi.
Did you tell
Like,
Michael?
I wish. You what?
Did you tell your mom that Michael is dead?
No, I never said Michael was dead. My mom had asked if he was still alive or what happened. I said, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I can't answer something or confirm something if I don't have an answer.
Your phone showed you being at the Payette Park, not the Kiwanis Park. So
Payette Park. Yes, I picked up the person in Ontario at the Kiwanis Park,
okay,
or the apartment complex right next to it.
Okay.
And I took that person from the apartment complex to the A&W in Payette, which I believe is like within walking distance for Albertsons. And I went from there directly to Albertsons to go pick up the prescription for Sarah. And I think I picked up a prescription for my Prilosec or some shit like that. I don't know. So long ago. I don't like I'm
bullshit. And that still doesn't place you at the park in Payette, which you claim to be. I'm sorry, lovely. Glad you're back. The one with the least culpability will talk, I think. Yeah, absolutely.
trying to give everything I can, like, to the best of my abilities.
Well, your phone showed that you were in the park in Payette.
And since then, the probable cause affidavit has backed that up.
I don't know what to tell you.
So
I'm giving everything that I can. I've given everything I can.
That was you.
Okay, correct.
So you never.
But show me where.
That's not.
Show me where my GPS history shows that I was in that park, because I wasn't. I had gone by the park to go to A&W to drop him off.
Behind A&W, there's you'd have to 4x it to go directly across to the park from the back.
I'm gonna try to pull that up real quick. Actually, I'll continue to play this while I try to pull it up.
Of the A&W because it's right across the street from the Albertsons. And there's a yield there because it's two roads.
I know exactly what it is.
So that doesn't make any sense. So you were next to the skate park is what I was told. That's
I was
where
never
you're
at the park. And until you can show.
You showed it.
I know. I showed that I was at the Albertsons at 3:30 p.m. exactly like I said.
It showed you next to the skate park in Payette.
Correct. And the skate park is right next to the A&W.
It's across.
Okay. It's not showing me. Hold on. How do I? Hold on, y'all. I gotta figure it out. I gotta remember how to do it. Dang it. Okay, it shows the A&W restaurant right here. And then here's the Kauaians Park. Hold on. Damn it. Okay. So here's the A&W. Right here. This is the A&W. The park is over here at Kauaians Park and Kauaians Park Clubhouse. If that's the Payette, there's Payette Band Shell. So if that's the Payette Park, it's like the GPS is not going to show you over here at all the way over here at this park when you're at the A&W. And then I don't know where this pharmacy, I'm assuming the pharmacy is here or somewhere close by, but like this is in town. The park is like kind of on the backside here. So it's not going to show you there. And that's the Kauaians Park. That's not the Payette Park. They keep referencing the Payette Park, which I'll get better maps from Purple Phoenix Roundtable is what I have written down. There's Albertsons. Okay. Albertsons is the pharmacy that he said he went to. There's the A&W. But like this is a whole highway and the park is way over here. It wouldn't show you at the park way over here. If you were over here, I wouldn't think. Did Koberger say he went to Albertsons and A&W? Cannot believe how he could talk to her. How dare he? He's going to suffer in prison. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He just contradicted himself. He said he was at the park, then he wasn't at the park. Oh, yeah, he's done it a couple of times. We're picking up on it. Let's see what the chat said. Why were you across the street from Brandy's work? I've given everything I can, he said it so many times. I'm convinced he practiced it in the mirror. Yeah, his phone shows a lot of things thanks to him and his best buddy, Evil. I never did officially thank her for that. Monkey's Army, Michael, Monkey Vaughan, Monkey's Army, Michael Vaughan. He came into chat lipping off. That was never spoken of before, so you remember that after 3 years, though? Was that pawn search that keeps getting mentioned, or the others near it, asking for a few million who care. I know how this ass rolls. I was so curious. Thank you, Yaya. Stacey was, yeah.
It's across the street and across the park.
Correct.
Yeah, basically the satellites are lying, not him.
I don't have anything else to give you, Brandi.
Oh, God,
I would have
him.
turned that shit in had I been given some sort of light to it. I don't hide stuff like that, Brandi, and I don't think you understand.
So why were you there?
I couldn't live with myself if I knew something about it.
When you went to the splash pad in Payette,
I just it really irritates me to hear him say shit like that, specifically like I couldn't live with myself if I did something like that. While he's speaking to the mother of this child that he keeps telling the police he did have something to do with. And I mean, like, how fucking dare you say something like that to her? I couldn't live with myself. Like, never mind everything that she's been going through and how she feels about everything. Like, what? It irritates me when he says shit like that to no end. Like, that really makes me want to fucking punch him in the face. You couldn't live with yourself after, and then, and even at that, like, let's say for some off chance he didn't have anything to do with it, which I don't believe. Why the fuck do you keep going to the police? Oh, I want to talk to the police. Oh, this is where this is what happened. This, and this. And then getting on here and being like, I wish I could tell you. I have nothing to give you. I couldn't live with myself. It makes me want to choke him metaphorically. Yeah, and we keep saying that. How dare he speak to Brandi that way? It's insane. Lovely said, do not diminish Brandi's intelligence, Stacey. He has zero empathy. I would have lost my composure as well. Footage of Brian Koberger at Albertsons after the crime was committed. The A&W camera sees Brian Koberger heading toward the King Road house. Wow, so it's that close to this? I had no idea. Wow. He doesn't have any empathy. All in Tank said he couldn't live with himself, hence why he tried to hang it up in jail. There's that. He did, now that you mentioned that, and thank you for reminding me, per the probable cause affidavit, he allegedly tried to end his life after admitting what he did.
Payette?
I'm going to back that up. I didn't catch her question there. 335:48.
I don't have anything else to give you,
It is
Brandi.
very infuriating.
I would have turned that shit in had I been given some sort of light to it. I don't hide stuff like that, Brandi, and I don't think you understand.
So why were you there?
I couldn't live with myself if I knew something about it.
When you went to the splash pad in Payette,
What about it?
You didn't stay there, you just dropped him off and went and got the prescription and left?
Correct. I dropped him off at the A&W, got the prescription. Say it again.
And that was 3:30?
Correct.
So
and actually, if you guys reach out to Eve, I have sent her all of the GPS location. I showed pictures of where I was at 3:30 p.m. and it specifically shows me in the Lexus outside of the pharmacy waiting in the car.
I saw that picture.
Correct.
So that's going to be true crime with Eve, if I understand correctly. And I just wrote her down. I'm going to go check that out too and see if I can get those pictures. Not the same locations. Okay. A&W and Albertsons are popular in Idaho. Thank you. Okay. I was like, wow, that's insane. Wolfpack said he was in the vicinity of a skate park and a water park all in the same day. He was hunting. And that makes me feel like he's done this before. Like, that's weird for me. I'm sure that attempt was because he's a big coward, nothing to do with the poor child. Yeah. I don't think he would. I don't think he'll. I don't know. He's not admitting what he's done, but maybe if in jail, I mean, it seems like when he's actually in jail, he actually admits to more. Bring Michael home. Please be respectful. Stop saying she doesn't understand. I don't know who's saying she doesn't understand. I think she understands very well as best she can when he keeps lying. Who pulls over 4 different times and gets out? He said he was at the splash pad earlier in the live. He didn't say he was at an appointment. In other case, pings can be weird and go wonky with the satellite. Yeah, but I think he's lying. He has an answer for everything. He's a pathological liar. TikTok. I know y'all dropped that in my chat a couple of times. TikTok, Stacey, TikTok. Brandi never relents. Manipulator.
Correct.
I call him Brandi a manipulator, calling him a manipulator, and then Slim Pickens said Brandi never relents and put strong arms in prayer hands.
Right. And what time was it again? When you got that call?
3:30 p.m. When Sarah called me, I don't know. I was on my way back. I think I was maybe 20 minutes out from Fruitland, so 23 minutes estimated. So whatever. I went and picked him up. I think about 3. So somewhere between 2:30 and maybe 2:50. I don't know. I don't have an exact time frame for you.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, you had showed it, I believe, and you showed it on Eve's as well, and it showed pinning you at the park. And if I guess if you're not living directly
The
here,
splash pad in Fruitland at 1:30 p.m.
So 1:30 to 3, you were doing a
No.
taxi ride?
No. Yes, correct.
So, Chow, you should see a button right here. I'm going to click it because I'm going to do it anyway when I get done. And you should be able to put that information in, and then it would go to your it would go to where you put in your credit card information. I will have to and it says the donation feature was set up by Brandi Vaughan. I have to do mine anonymous so that people don't go and look to find out what my name is, but you should be able to do it that way, sweetheart.
It takes an hour to get to Boise.
Okay. Yeah.
An hour to get back, which would put me exactly around the
Hopefully it
time
did.
frame of picking up the person in Ontario, like I said. And if you look at the time frame at the GPS location that I texted you, or texted and posted on.
So you knew all of this that happened. So what exactly happened at 6:30 then?
We were gone.
you
Like
were.
it says. Like I've told the same exact thing. We were not
When
home
are you
at
seen on
6:30, Brandi.
CCTV camera leaving the neighborhood?
You what?
When were you seen on CVT camera leaving the neighborhood?
5:30 p.m.
Well, Sarah's mom had said that you told her you were searching for a lost child before going to CUNA.
That is not true.
That is in the probable cause affidavit. Brandon was searching for Michael, who was missing before Michael was reported missing. That was his story anyway. Edith, good to see you. Law enforcement, FBI, and the Cold Case Foundation have all worked hard for Monkey and his family. That's good to know. Oh, thank goodness, Miss King. I'm glad that you can hear.
Nor is it anywhere accurate.
That's what her mother said.
Okay, well, then her mother needs to get her facts straight because that was never the case. And I remember specifically Sarah telling her mother before we left, because she communicates with her all the time, and telling her mom that we were going over to CUNA to go tow Brandon's vehicle back. It wasn't until when we got back that night that the neighborhood was swarming with people. And we had asked what was going on. And then they had told us, and we're like, what the heck?
So you're saying she's mistaken at the time frame of when you told her that you were looking? It wasn't at 7 p.m., 7:08 p.m.
Say it again.
At 7:08 p.m., you didn't. Sarah had told her mom that you were searching for a lost child. I saw the photo.
That
I
never
saw the
even.
photo.
The what?
I saw the photo. Screenshot.
Photo of what?
At 7:08 p.m. of Sarah.
You want to send me a screenshot? Because apparently I'm unaware of this.
So I'm assuming it's a screenshot of a text message that Sarah sent her mom saying that she was looking for a lost child.
Never searching for anybody. We were gone, and GPS data shows that we were gone. We were not even home around that time.
But you said you were putting in power steering fluid at 6:48 p.m.
No, 5:30 p.m. How else would CCTV video footage record us at 5:30 p.m. on 8th Street, parked up to the side?
Just to let you know, per the probable cause affidavit, everything Brandi is saying is the correct timeline in this. Stacey's lying his ass off. It's all in the probable cause affidavit. It gives you the times and everything.
Like, you guys know, like, I've already seen all of the CCTV video footage from the detectives directly. So, like, you're not gonna like trick me into knowing what I already know and what I've seen from law enforcement.
I'm not trying to trick you. I want the answers. I want my son.
I've given you the answers, and I know who you want your son. And if I could give you your son, I'd fucking do it.
I believe.
He's so condescending, and notice how he stumbled on his words right then.
But don't try to tell me that my information is not
Watch your
accurate.
mouth, sir. Come on now.
Okay, well, don't try to tell me that my information. Okay, well, I'm not going to tolerate being criticized and
If you're
ridiculed
gonna disrespect
when I'm giving my.
Brandi, though,
I'm not
that's
disrespecting her.
You did.
708 is the election.
Okay, but I'm not going to tolerate being disrespected as well and being ridiculed and criticized when I'm telling you that I know exactly where I was at 5:30 p.m. along with Brandon and Sarah.
But then claims also in the same live that he can't remember that far back. Lovely Bone said, I bet that's so frustrating for Brandi, knowing the truth and knowing Stacey is lying. And that he holds the key to her son, having her son back. And he's still lying. I know, right? Swearing at her is so disrespectful. Lovely Bone said she's allowed to criticize and ridicule you, Stacey. It's like he's changing this story to fit the facts. Yep, because he's lying his ass off, in my opinion.
Because we were all in the truck.
And
I asked you to stay respectful, so
Adrian
just stay
and
respectful, please.
Adrian was at the house. That right? And according
At 5:30 p.m., I was shown by law enforcement when they started questioning me specific video CCTV footage. Exactly like I said. Of being outside, getting out of the truck, because Sarah was driving, I was in the passenger side, and Brandon was in the back seat. And I had Sarah pull off at 5:30 p.m. This is verbatim from CCTV video footage from the police department.
Were you at the house when Adrian came back from Applebee's?
No. Sarah had gotten back with Brandon and Sarah and Adrian had gotten back. Before I got back from the house.
And you guys leaving at 7:08 p.m.
No.
Yes, that's what's in the probable cause affidavit. They've got you on camera.
GPS status shows differently. And I've already turned that in too. And law enforcement showed me video footage. They don't just adjust time frames at 5:30 p.m. exactly like I have said.
So we're going to go back over to the probable cause affidavit, and I was looking for that specific part, but I'll start. Hold on a minute. Because he disappeared between 6:30 and 6:45. No, he disappeared okay, let me just read it then. On July 27th of 2021, neighbors reported seeing 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughan between approximately 6:15 and 6:30. I think it's, let me double check so I'm not giving out misinformation. Yes, 6:30. I had it right this time. 6:15 and 6:30s in the area of Michael's home and nearby residences on Redacted in South Arizona and Fruitland, Payette County, Idaho. Michael knocked on some of his neighbors' doors, attempting to play with neighbors or in their yards. Michael was told to return home by all of the neighbors he contacted. At approximately 6:45 to 6:50, Tyler Vaughan noticed his 5-year-old son, Michael Vaughan, was missing from their home located at Redacted in Fruitland, Payette County, Idaho. Again, keep in mind, that's 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes that he's playing outside, and he goes missing in a 15-minute time period. That's not long at all. Tyler Vaughan, okay, We read that. Tyler began searching his home and property for Michael. Tyler called 911 to report his son missing at 7:21, and the Fruitland Police Department responded to the area. Now, at 7:08, before Tyler has even called 911, while he's still searching for Michael, Sarah says she's helping to search for a missing child. The only way that would be possible is if Tyler got in contact with them specifically, and then they started to help Tyler look, which I highly doubt happened, because there would be no reason for him to contact. They didn't even know they existed at the time, if I'm understanding correctly. Fruitland Police Department and the FBI, along with other local agencies and volunteers, searched for Michael over several weeks, months, and now years. They talk about the big flyer, which I think was used to lure him. Okay. Kim Elko later reported she had seen the tricycle. Okay, here we go. This is what we need. Video surveillance was gathered from security cameras in the neighborhood Michael disappeared from, as well as the neighboring areas. Michael is never seen on any of the surveillance footage that was obtained. Stacey Wodra, which is the person on panel right now with Brandi, is captured on surveillance footage driving a white Lexus and pulling into the parking area of the splash pad in the neighborhood of Southwest 8th Street at 3:23 p.m. on July 27th, 2021. Stacey is seen exiting the driver's door, walking around to the passenger side of the car, and he appears to be testing the exterior door handle to see if it is locked. Stacey then walked back around the driver's side of the vehicle, where he got into the driver's seat and exited the area on Southwest 8th Street at 3:24, 1 minute after arriving. Video surveillance shows an adult male walking in the area of Three Rivers Way at 6:08 on July 27th of 2021. The same male is captured walking in the area of the neighborhood splash pad at 6:18. The last image of the male is captured at 6:28, and he has walked through the wooded area to the west back toward the area in which the Wondras lived. Brandon Shirtlift was identified in 2022 as this person and told detectives during an interview that the surveillance video captured him as he was walking and searching for a missing child on the date that Michael disappeared. This video captured Brandon walking before Michael was reported missing. Brandon reported he was living with the Wondras at that date. On August 1st of 2021, Fruitland police contacted the residents in the area. On their initial search of the residents, they located so they went to Stacey and Sarah's house, and they located Adrian Lucian hiding in the closet. Residents of the home on that date were Stacey, Sarah, Brandon, and Adrian. All four were interviewed. Adrian was vague in his statement and wouldn't commit to a solid statement. He refused to provide a social security number for identification confirmation. He provided Stacey's phone number as his own and concealed his real phone number for law enforcement. Sarah reported that on July 27th, she and Stacey slept till noon. Sarah said they left their residence around 1700, which would be 5 o'clock, to tow a vehicle to Kuna. Sarah said Stacey denied they were home around 6:30. Cell phone tower data and surveillance footage show Stacey, Sarah, Adrian, and Brandon were in the area of the neighborhood during the time Michael disappeared. Sarah, Adrian, and Brandon returned to Fruitland, verified by surveillance, in Sarah's blue Toyota Corolla. I apologize for not being able to read today. At 6:08, only to leave again at 6:12. The Toyota then came back at... No. I'm sorry. I had the dates wrong. Hold on. Okay. 5:00. She left in her blue Toyota Corolla at 5:08, only to leave again at 5:12. The Toyota then came back to the neighborhood at 5:56. Surveillance footage shows Sarah driving the maroon GMC pickup on July 27th, 2021, as she drove out of the neighborhood at 7:08. Stacey had been identified as the front passenger, and Brandon was in the driver's side passenger. Sarah, Stacey, and Brandon's phone data showed that they were located as they left the neighborhood at 7:08 and drove to Kuna, Idaho. Adrian's phone did not provide any location data during the evening of July 27th, 2021. However, Adrian took a selfie photo in the guest bathroom at 7:26. It is then Wandra's maroon GMC pickup truck is captured on surveillance footage returning to their Fruitland neighborhood at 23:22, which is 11:22 p.m. on July 27th, pulling or towing a silver Mercedes-Benz. And then it continues. So they absolutely do have video footage of them driving, being in the area, looking and searching for Michael before he was actually reported missing. They have all that. Brandi is right. Stacey is wrong. There is the proof.
The timestamp was 7:08.
No, it wasn't. I've seen the timestamp.
So are you telling me I'm a liar?
Basil.
I'm telling you, information gets modified.
I'm telling
you what I've.
the FBI modified that to the mother of a missing child. They're going to waste those resources
Okay, well then explain this, Brandi.
to me.
It's 3.5.
Okay, explain this, Brett. God, I want to punch him. I didn't see what y'all were saying. Wrong, Stacey. There's video proof. Right. She's allowed to feel any way she wants, especially when your story isn't adding up.
Bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Exactly. I've mostly been listening to this while doing other stuff, but the excessive blinking caught my eye. I've heard about it from you all, but wow. Yeah, he's blinking like his eyes is about to dry slap the fuck out. Is the person who stated they were searching earlier in the 911 call in the same time zone they were in? Yeah, they live, everybody who was involved in this live a couple of houses from each other. Send me on her way to work, so it kind of triggers something in me hearing it. That guy didn't leave the scene, but I still feel for the families. I'm sorry. I think the text was to her mom who lives behind them. Yep, that's what I found. It went through twice. Okay, well, that was very sweet of you, Chow. Thank you for your donation to them. That was to a good cause. That was very sweet, kind and supportive of you. I'm so glad you did that, Chow. Thank you. That was so very sweet of you. I greatly appreciate that. Now they're both there. I'm sorry. I'm glad it went through, though. Norma, good to see you, love. That was very sweet of you. Oh, yeah. If y'all don't mind, twinkle, twinkle over to the thumbs up, please.
Come on, players, stop hating. Stop hating. Start participating. Start participating, star. Come on, twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
I was writing in chat just now. Child, that really was very sweet and touching of you. I greatly appreciate you doing that.
3.5. It's 3.5 years.
They showed me too.
Okay, cool. And guess what? It's 3.5 years. They quote unquote said they have such solid concrete evidence, right? Yeah. Solid concrete evidence that it's 3.5 years later and there's still no charges. You wonder why? Because they don't got anything, Brandi. Figure it out. Do them. No, they don't. Really?
And I know you're lying, Stacey. And
really?
You know what? I would forgive you if you would tell me the truth about Sarah.
I don't have anything to fucking give you. I don't have anything to give you. And if I had something to give you, I would.
Look, let me tell you, if I was just talking to him in a normal sense, I would be doing this at this moment in time. If I was on that panel talking to him, and I mean, I'm just saying, just not being involved in the case at all. If I was Miss Samantha up there, I would be doing this.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
That man is pissing me the fuck off. The more he opens his fucking cock box. Excuse my French. Yes, I'm sorry, Chow. I apologize for my language. Please, yes, may all the glory be to God. Amen in that. He is so disrespectful. Thank you, Lori. I have it written down. Tanya Matten, Springfield, Massachusetts is what's on my paper, and I was going to pull it up for you when we get done. Okay, I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate you emailing me. Oh, 51 in chat and 51 likes. Yes, thank you guys.
They showed me too. I seen the photos. I saw your confession, Stacey. I seen everything. And you know what? I've seen it. What you did all over the internet, I have seen it. And
Oh,
you
wow.
continue to lie. You know, there was one time that I said I could forgive someone as long as Michael came home to me safely.
And if I had something to give you, Brandi, I would.
I'm not going
Go
to
ahead, okay, and don't give up. I don't want you to give up. As a mother, you shouldn't give up.
Fuck you.
And if I had something else to give you, I would.
I believe you do.
Okay, and I believe I know I don't. So there's two different sides there. I'm sorry that you still obviously think that I'm a liar and this fucking horrible person.
I've caught you.
Her
You caught
prerogative. It's your
yourself.
prerogative.
You're
Guess
all
what? It's your
right.
prerogative. And you're entitled to feel any way you want. But
You
don't
damn
think
right.
for once. You're right, you are. But if I had something else to give you, I would. I don't just somehow pass a lie detector test or a polygraph test specifically relating.
Because you're lying about your polygraph test.
Oh,
There it is. And I trust Brandy's word way more than his. He is lying about his polygraph test. I was wondering that, and I'm glad I know that now. I think it's Opal who just sent me a very extensive timeline. I did see that in the email. So I'll pull it up real quick. We will go over it. But yeah, this is very, very extensive. And I appreciate that. So, I mean, we've got everything here now. Everything. So we'll go over this maybe tomorrow. We'll read everything. And I'll work on getting more videos together too, more live streams and interviews as well. I'm glad that everybody was here to support her before my time ever being on YouTube. I'm glad that she had all the support and help that she needed to try to help her find answers.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Because that's why the person, Matt, that did the specific polygraph told me specifically
you,
that I
Opal.
told the truth. So you want to prove to me where I lied on the polygraph? Do you want to show me a screenshot? Because I guarantee you can't prove that either. You're going off of speculation. There's a reason they
No, I'm going
stopped
off your
talking to me.
lawyer. Your lawyer.
My lawyer? Oh, do you think that's a lie? Because that's not.
No, I know.
No, it's not.
No, it's not a lie.
She said, I'm going off of what your lawyer said. And he said, quote, oh, you think that's a lie because you're going off a lie because it's not. And she's like, no, it's not a lie. Your lawyer did not lie when he said you failed the motherfucking polygraph test, Stacey. And he's like, it's not a lie. No, it's not a lie. So admit to failing the fucking polygraph. Abraham said, I would be going off on his ass. Despicable human being. She has more empathy for him than he does for her.
Boom, 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 bop, bam.
Yep. Thank you for that. Yeah, Salty, I could email it to you if you want. That'll help you too, because I know you're trying to go through it as well. So let me know. He can't even hear what he's saying. No. She has. Proctorgate, good to see you. She has. My heart goes out to her. I couldn't do it.
Not a lie. Guess because it's not, and it's not fake,
I didn't say it was a lie.
and it's not fake. I never said I was going after the law
I
enforcement.
even
Brandi.
invited you and Brandon and both of you and your lawyers, and you can come speak with me. We can be there. You can bring, whoever you'd like. I don't have a
He's going to decline the offer.
lawyer, so but we can gladly bring any of these lawyers in, and we can all sit down and have a conversation. Because I'd like to know why Brandon says you're lying and you say Brandon's lying.
Really? Because Brandon didn't say that I'm lying, and actually, I listened to his statement that Brandon from his lawyer specifically that Brandon's lawyer was retained to represent Brandon should he ever get charged.
Okay, he's so befuddled right now because he knows he's lying. Listen again to what he literally just said. Like he's stuttering all over the fucking place. I'm gonna take it 49 seconds back. Listen to. I'll tell you.
It's not a lie.
No, it's not a lie. Guess because it's not, and it's not fake,
I didn't say it was a lie.
and it's not fake. I never said I was going after the law
I
enforcement.
even
Brandi.
invited you and Brandon and both of you and your lawyers, and you can come speak with me.
We can they can be there. You can bring, whoever you'd like. I don't have a lawyer, so but we can gladly bring any of these lawyers in, and we can all sit down and have a conversation. Because I'd like to know why Brandon says you're lying and you say Brandon's lying.
Really? Because Brandon didn't say that I'm lying.
Okay, listen. He said, really, because Brandon didn't say that I'm lying.
Actually, I listened to his statement that Brandon, from his lawyer specifically, that Brandon's lawyer was retained to represent Brandon should he ever get charged.
He literally said, because I've listened to a statement specifically that Brandon's lawyer said that Brandon's lawyer was retained specifically so if Brandon ever got charged. Like, the whole fucking sentence doesn't even make sense. He's so caught up in himself trying to keep the story straight, trying not to lie, or trying to not let people know that he's lying, that he's just not even making sense at this point. She has got him shook. She has got him shook, as he should be. He is overly defensive. His overly defensive demeanor is what tells me he's guilty as the sky is blue. Absolutely, Abraham. Opal says when he uses specifically and honestly, he's lying. Yep. I was talking about that the other day with the kids and Mr. Speculating. What is that statement? Lord, it slips my brain. No offense, but I'm sorry if y'all don't know, but when somebody says that they usually mean to offend you. And I'm going to tell the truth, or I'm not lying, y'all, usually means they're lying. Hey, True Crime Butterfly, good to see you. Brandi is wide open, sitting up confident while he's sweating bullets. Yep, Abellis. Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 bam.
It's easy to tell. He's not a good liar. He makes no sense. He's tripping over his words. Yep. She got him shook, and I'm glad.
I heard exactly the whole statement from his lawyer and what Brandon told. And Brandon's statement confirms everything that Sarah and I told. So
Ted
show
Bundy
me
his polygraph test, right?
Hmm?
Ted Bundy passed his polygraph test, right?
Yep.
Ted Bundy passed his polygraph test, right? She said, Ted Bundy passed his polygraph test, right? And so Ted Bundy was very intellectual and a sociopath. So if you're a sociopath, you probably could. If I had to relate the two, I would say that Ted Bundy's intelligence and his sociopathic tendencies are, I might be intermixing the two words. That would probably be why he passed. If I had to guess why Stacey, I don't think Stacey passed, and she just said he didn't. I don't think he's intelligent enough to do that. New House of Frio became a member. Oh, okay, it just showed up on both sides. I was like, did you become a member twice? Thank you, New House of Frio, for becoming a member of Speculation Station. That was so very sweet and supportive of you, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that so very much. I will grab the crazy train to pick you up on the way to Speculation Station. Thank you so much, New House of Frio, or House of Frio. I apologize. Oh, I was like, where'd it go? Thank you so much, House of Rio. I greatly appreciate that. Ted Bundy was charming and charismatic. Yes, he was. I think you probably renewed. You are on the phone side, so if you go out and come to my channel and click the other lab, you'll be in here with chat. So are you, Tammy. Good to see you. If you go out of where you're at and come to the other lab, you'll be in the normal chat. And so are you, Norma. It is confusing. It's supposed to be a way to get more people in, like more people to your channel and share out the story more with people, whatever you're covering. I'm trying to share Michael's story to more people and get more people over here to talk with us and discuss everything, because you guys are so great and so intelligent and give me lots of information, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. So I apologize about that. And you're fine staying over there. It's just if you wanted to chat with everybody, you'd have to come over here. Rachel said if Brandi says he didn't pass, she didn't pass. He didn't pass because she has the facts. Yep. And I had forgot. It slipped my mind that she had said that. I believe he didn't pass. I don't think there's any fucking way that he could have passed. And I'm glad that that got clarified. Brandi has all
Just
the
saying.
facts.
Mhm.
Did
So
you
why
see
were you at the
JLR's
church? What was the
interview?
plan? What was the plan, Stacey? Why
For
were you at
what?
the church? For the abduction of Michael.
I wasn't involved in it, Brandi. And there's nothing you're gonna do that's
Why did
gonna
you tell Stacey?
convince me otherwise.
Why did you tell?
There's nothing that you're going to do to convince me otherwise. His hands in front of his face, not making eye contact. Still.
Law enforcement that you knew?
I didn't say that I knew. I wanted to get them off my back. And maybe if you did a little studying and research
fuck
on
you.
what fetal alcohol syndrome is,
Fuck.
and maybe if you had it and you got put in a pressure point situation, you do the same fucking thing.
Okay, first of all, he uses that as a crutch. That's why you hear stories about him saying, I can't breathe after he walks too far. My feet hurt. I can't do any work. What Brandon referenced, I believe, is true because he uses that as a crutch and an excuse for everything. The other part of this I wanted to say is Brandi is a pillar of strength in so many ways. And I'm telling you right now, as some of you have said in chat, I don't know if I could go on either. But then I think about as being a mother, and if God forbid something like this happened to me or anybody, I mean, but if it's you, if it impacts your life, if one of my children, God forbid, ever disappeared, or my bonus children, any of my children, you would have to keep on to bring them home. Like it would become, you have to stay strong to bring them back, and I think that has a lot to do with it. What a wanker, said Michelle. Good to see you. You are in the vertical chat. If you go out of that one and come to my page and click on the other live that doesn't have a phone beside it, you'll be in chat with everybody else. But I'm with you. What a fucking wanker. I like that word. Pathological liars believe their lies, so I can see them being able to pass polygraph. Possibly, but he failed. I hope he rots in jail. I hope he literally rots from the inside out in jail. I watched and listened to this clown yesterday. He would have never found out he passed the LD lie detector that day. If anything, they would have told him he did not pass just to put more fear into him. He's so full of bullshit. Yeah, he wouldn't have found out that he passed the lie detector test. They wouldn't have given him that information that quick. It is so maddening the way he's talking to her. I know, like, I want to throw my computer out the window. I mean, I'm all the way in North Carolina, so I doubt I would ever see him. But if I ever saw him, I'd just walk up and punch him in the face. I'd take that little charge and do my little 72 hours in jail. I'd be completely okay with that. I'd probably be smiling in my mugshot. Fuck that motherfucker.
I do have a slight medical background, and I'm quite aware of fetal.
Then you'll understand that being
I
put
am
in a very
understanding.
pressure pointed situation,
Yes,
in a
that's why
very
I'm trying to
pressured
talk
situation, you would do everything you can
so
to
I
fight
can
or
get
flight.
the truth from you without you being an explosive asshole.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Past history. Past history.
Past history.
Yeah, years ago, Brandi, that I've done 13 years in freaking group homes to overcome that.
You
To
care
explain
about getting
that, but
away
I'm
with
such a
this.
horrible
That's all you care
person,
about.
Brandi.
You care about
I'm
getting
sorry.
away.
I'm sorry. This is over.
Because you can't tell me the truth. You can't.
I don't have truth to tell you.
You do.
I don't.
You know where Michael is.
No,
well,
I don't.
You did
No,
know
I
where
don't,
Michael is.
Brandi.
Yes, you
And
did.
no, I
because
don't.
you
No, I
told law
don't.
enforcement.
No.
Let's let Brandi talk, please.
First of all, I had to step away for a second and I'm about to go grab my drink. But first of all, you don't do time in a group home to overcome disabilities or issues that you're having from a disability that you have. You do time and you have therapy and sessions and things like that. That's not what your time in a group home was about. Second of all, the fuck you didn't. He absolutely did say that he knew where Michael was. I genuinely believe that the fact that Sarah was at that house when the cops pulled up to execute the search warrant, that Sarah had moved the body. And I hope that she breaks down in jail and tells where he is. I genuinely do. And I I did not realize. I don't know what didn't make until she said it and you guys said it. I didn't realize. I didn't think about how close the houses were and her having to listen to them dig up the backyard. That breaks my heart. And then all that, and then they still can't give her baby back to lay to rest. Like before they leave this earth, the one kindness that they could do is give her baby back. You know, I pray to God that they do. I pray that something happens and they decide to spill it. He need to. Michelle said he needs to come visit us Aussies. He would never. It would be a memorable visit. He would never forget ever. Yes, yes. I would pay money to see that. I would pay money to see that. Money, not Monday. Oh my God, sending mental and virtual hugs to Brandy for years to come. How many men is Sarah up to? I missed the day. As far as I know, it's just been Adrian, Brandon, and him that I know of, and then there was an ex-husband. And like, if if it's true that Sarah did have a baby that she gave up for adoption, maybe that will move her to speak on it. I don't know. Maybe they can offer some kind of plea deal for the return of his body. I don't know. I mean, the plea deal should be like life in prison instead of death penalty. I don't know. I'll have to look up if they offered the death penalty in Idaho, but um, that is the only thing that they should get any lenience on. Whoever tells them where he's at, so Brandy can lay him to rest if he is deceased. Um, that should be the only offer they get. He has said, "Come to Texas, Stacey. Visit us rednecks." I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm about to be in Arkansas next month. I'll be a little bit closer, Stacey.
So
Go ahead,
that
Brandy.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Brandy. Guess what? They can bring charges because guess what? And they can hold me to
That's
fucking.
right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Bring charges and it's going to get fought in court because they don't
you
have shit.
knowledge of
Consider, no, I don't. And consider this your guys' warning. Continue slander. Nope.
I'm not slandering you.
Continue slander.
You said you would answer anything, Stacey. You said you're an
Correct.
open
And
book,
I.
and you're not being an open book to me. You're getting angry with me and you're not answering
No.
questions.
No, I've
And
answered
you're
everything
not.
that you need, Brandy. I've answered everything. You still want to accuse me. You still want to do this and do that. Guess what?
I
Go
want
ahead.
to know why
Go
you're
ahead.
lying.
I'm not lying.
You have
I want to
frontal
know why
issues,
you think.
okay? You have control issues.
No, I
And
don't
you
have
have
control
imposter.
issues.
Yeah.
I have issues with people slandering me and defaming me and
It's like
thinking
you have
that
a
they
shirt.
have no, and thinking that they're
Something that
hot
bothers
shit and
you a little
thinking
bit,
that they know it all.
explode into
This
something.
conversation is done. Y'all have a good night.
Obviously, he's still gonna listen.
Oh,
You're
really?
still gonna listen. I am so sorry. I
Something
didn't
else.
want to kick. I didn't want to kick him down when he was being disrespectful because I knew you still had questions and stuff to ask. So I'm sorry.
And I'm with her on that. She's trying to let him stay up there so that Brandy can ask him the questions that she wants to ask him and hopefully get some answers. But then at the end, consider this your warning to stop slandering me. At no point has she slandered him. At no point. He just didn't like the way the conversation was going. He didn't like that he couldn't control the fucking narrative, and he threw a fit. He said, "Hot shit. She is the mother of a missing child, you evil bastard." He has some nerve. Yeah, that's who he is. He can't take the heat. "I'll defame the fuck out of you. Sue me, bitch," said Hio.
I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm sorry that I didn't add anybody up because I just wanted you to be able to talk to him.
He's
So
acting the frontal lobe issues. He's acting without thinking and through. And that's, yes, I do understand, Stacey. So
But see, that could also be used to her advantage. If she can get him to talk and act without thinking it through, he could admit to things. He did slander himself.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. They need to start telling the truth. They need to quit lying. I'm over it. It takes a really sick and evil person to sit there and swear on their life when
Right.
they've come up here to many different creators, not only behind the scenes talking to them or trying to extort people for money. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We are not giving up the fight for Michael. We will not give up for Michael. And go ahead, because I've seen what you're lying about, Stacey, with my own eyes. And you're not going to tell me the FBI and the Idaho State Police, the Fruitland Police Department, the Fayette County Sheriff's Department, NECMED, you're going to tell me they're all going to lie to me and stick up for you? I'm done with your games. My son is not a game. Michael Joseph Vaughan has been abducted, and 4 named suspects: Stacey Wodra, Sarah Wondra, Adrian Lucian, and Brandon Shirtlift, and possibly more that have involvement and know where Michael is. And I'm coming for you, every single one of you, and I will not give up. And I'm not going to be quiet and little Miss Nicey anymore. Michael is my son. He is missed. He is loved. I am tired of my family being tortured every day, Stacey. Every day. And I am going to find Michael, and I'm going to get justice for him. And I am going to prove to the world what a horrible, evil liar you are.
And we're all going to be right here to help you prove it, Mama.
I apologize. I didn't want to interrupt her. That did not need to be interrupted. That was very important. Tammy said, "Is this the same interviewer that shushed her viewers to get him to talk? She needs Stacey to shut the fuck up." Tammy, I don't think so. The only thing that she did was not let people come up that wanted to come up. But again, I mean, you got to understand, even if she did tell her viewers to so that Stacey would talk, if you keep him talking, the more chance he has to fuck up. For instance, the Freudian slip thing where he says, "I got out and I heard script," and then changes it. I heard I noticed something else in the back. He was about to say, "We got out because we heard screaming." And it makes sense. That happened because he was caught up in the moment and up there talking, and nobody else was there speaking but him and Brandi. I mean, I think she did exactly what she needed to do, in my opinion, to keep him talking, because that's what we want. We want, the more he talks, the more chance we have of him saying something incriminating, and that could get him in prison, and that could help Brandi find her son. You get what I'm saying? "Give it to him, girlfriend," said Michelle. "Brandi is now a hero of mine. She absolutely, yes. Justice for Michael Joseph Vaughan," said Opal. "Poor correctional officers." Miss Scorpio, thank you for gifting 5 Speculation Station memberships. That was so very sweet and supportive of you, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that. I can only access my vertical live, so unfortunately, yeah, I can't see who they went to, although I can see that 5 were gifted. Oh, no, I can. Wait a minute. Those went to Carol Johnson, Jenny B, Talua Abel, Don Howell, and Jane C. Rod. If you guys were gifted from Miss Scorpio and you are here and you are aware you were gifted, please tell Miss Scorpio thank you. Thank you so very much, Miss Scorpio. And I will grab the crazy train to pick y'all up on the way to Speculation Station. Thank you so much, Miss Scorpio.
I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I greatly appreciate that. Hashtag Brandi Strong. Tell it, Brandi, said True Crime. I'm behind as always. I can't believe they said they're telling Brandi how innocent. I can't believe he said they're telling Brandi how innocent he is. It's very infuriating. Very infuriating. It hurts me to see Brandi abused by this dickhead. It's devastating. I wish I knew more about the case to form a better opinion. For some reason, I feel Sarah was responsible and he just got caught up in it for participating after the fact. That's what the probable cause affidavit says, but Stacey liked to hang around splash pads. What I do know is that he liked to hang around splash pads and watch children, and the fact that he vomited during that when everything was happening makes me feel like he's more involved than he lets on. But we're going to continue to find out more as we go through these interviews.
Sorry, I
promise.
lost my cool. I tried to keep my cool the best I could, y'all.
No, you were fine. You could have said anything you wanted to. I was waiting for you to tell him off. I just could not handle the way he was talking to you. It was pissing me off, and I didn't want to kick him down if you had more questions, and I didn't want to run him off.
Oh,
I'm
and
proud
he-
of you. I think you
can't-
did a great job.
Obviously, he can't. You lied to me, Stacey. You just lied right then and there. You would do anything to help me find my son. You would. You know the information that Brandon and Sarah have, and you won't give it up. Why are you protecting them? Stop protecting them. Stop it. Sarah doesn't give a damn what happens to you. She's an evil person. She has an evil soul. She ain't no good Christian. No Christian would want to take an innocent life.
Nope.
Even to take an innocent life away from the love that they've known to appease their selfishness. And that's what they are. They're selfish, evil monsters.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to.
It's all right. If you need to go, if you need to rest, you're perfectly fine. If you want to sit and talk more, it's perfectly fine. I don't want you
I
to
thought
get too
Tyler
tired.
was going to fucking have a heart attack when he walked in the door.
Oh my God. I am so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry.
You got walking in the door. Oh my God. The look on his face. Holy shit. I love everybody so much that is here for Michael. Please, please, please keep sharing his picture, everybody. Michael is still missing. We don't have answers. And these 4 suspects, they know more than they're stating. They have knowledge, and they're going to trip up over their lies.
They are.
Hell yeah, they are. Something triggered him tonight. So we're on to something.
Well, there's people talking. So, please, everyone, please keep sharing Michael's picture. If you have a tip, please call it in to find Michael at fruitland.org. The other one,
the Fruitland tip line phone number is 208-642-6006, or you can email findmichael@fruitland.org. This is Michael Vaughn's mom, and she is begging you to call in a tip. No tip is too small.
Maybe.
Please call in anything or email to findmichael@fruitland.org.
He wouldn't even tell me what my son was doing.
You were begging, and
He
he
didn't
just
even tell me what my son.
As far as I know, child. Rachel said they know where Michael is and they need to tell Brandi where her son is. And the fact that they had been out and free for this long might have been keeping them from telling. Like, now that they're being charged with, I believe it's 2nd-degree homicide, the kidnapping. I've got it here, but I don't have it pulled up right this second. Hold on. Okay. Homicide in the 1st degree, kidnapping in the 2nd degree, destruction and or altercation and or concealment of evidence, and then persistent violator. Like, they're not going to bond out on homicide in the 1st degree, kidnapping in the 2nd degree, none of that. So maybe the fact that they're going to be going to prison and staying in prison and sitting there will influence them to say something. I will say it over and over. Brandi is the definition of a mother's love and strength.
Boom, 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 bop, bam.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Daria. Oh, dear Brandi, I just want to protect and send love to you and your family. This is evil, and I hope none of these 4 people are on the streets. I think that I know that Sarah and Stacey are. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, Opal, drop that in chat, and I'll put it in the description box as well. Her Cash App. I'm glad he's in jail. I hope he tells Brandi where Michael is so she can lay him to rest. I do too. Sadly, because of all of these interviews, I doubt Stacey will ever say where he is. He went in so hard denying any involvement that his ego won't let him. Well, see, I mean, you have that, but then you have the like this one where he's admitting where Michael Joseph Vaughan is and what happened, and the probable cause affidavit is full of all of the statements that they made. So it's like when he gets into jail, he likes to talk. He called the Fruitland Police Department at like 12 at midnight wanting to talk and wanting to have an interview with them. So that's why I feel like if they're sitting in jail on a charge they can't bond out on, they might actually speak more.
He just kept acting like the victim.
Yeah, poor Stacey. Poor Stacey. Stacey, where's Michael? Did you want to give him back to me? When I said I would forgive if you just bring Michael back, I could have him back. That's all I cared about. I didn't care about anything else. Couldn't even. You're a coward. You're all cowards.
Oh, happy birthday, Rachel. Happy
That's all right.
belated birthday.
Brandi, you're so strong and we all love you so much. Everybody in chat is rooting for you and we just want you to find the peace that
Please,
you
everybody, share
deserve.
this out. Share him out. Share. I would like to talk to Brandon. I want to know why their stories are so different. I want to know. I want to know where Michael's is. I want to know why they're covering up for each other. Who are they covering up for? Who else? Who else knows? Are they afraid? Are they afraid that even in prison, they're not going to get away from whatever they're scared of? Whatever they know, whatever they did. I'm gonna go talk to Tyler. I gotta rest. Everybody's telling me to rest.
Yep, you do need to rest, love. I'm just letting you talk until you were ready to go. We love you, honey. I'm so sorry you didn't get any answers, and I hope and pray that
I got some answers. I know how much of a liar he is. And
Yeah.
you did right.
She does, and it was very telling to me when he almost said screaming and then changed it real quick. Yeah, Rachel and Daria, happy belated birthday, you guys.
Right to my face. And I want everybody to see the proof of it, the proof that he is a bold-faced liar.
Well, I hope and pray that he thinks about it.
I hope he does too.
And does something. I really do.
Love
Get
y'all.
some rest, honey. We love you.
Love y'all. Have a wonderful evening. And if I don't talk to anybody, have a great holiday. I'll keep you all updated on the other stuff and all the wonderful gifts that everybody sent for the kids. And Sam, the lovely letter from your daughter and our gifts. Thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome, love.
So everybody, Brooks, Crime Lines and Lies, Purple Night. Oh, that's the old one. Purple Phoenix, all of the subscribers, everybody that I know I'm not Dolly Vision, with PJ, everybody that's continuing to share Michael's story, keeping, a lot of you do it behind the scenes as well, just to say hi and check on the family. Thank you. And please don't give up. We're not giving up. I got a fire under me. I'm gonna get Michael. We are gonna get Michael home.
Yes, we are.
And anytime they want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. I'm ready. Let's do this. I want my son home, and I'm tired of your games. So I love you, Miss Sam. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
I love you too, baby.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We got about 10 more minutes of this interview. This took place December 18th of 2024, so almost a year ago. About 10 months ago.
Everybody in chat, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for supporting Brandi. I am so overwhelmed right now. Overwhelmed by having Michael Vaughan's mom here, overwhelmed by having Stacey here. I cannot believe that a monster can get up on stage with a mom and continue to tell his lies as a mom is begging him to tell the truth. He was disrespectful.
He was disrespectful and very cold-hearted. Bring Monkey home for Brandi.
Respectful to Brandi, but I didn't want to kick him down because Lord knows if I had and Brandi had another question, she would have gotten upset. So the conversation went the way that it went. I wanted to stay out of it as much as possible and not ask too much questions, give the stage to Brandi and to Stacey, because I told Stacey that she was going to come up, so I didn't let anybody else up. I'm sorry that I didn't answer any of the messages. I'm just letting everybody know, you know, I know my phone was blowing up with messages and stuff, but I can't pay attention. I'm one person paying attention to chat and trying to take care of everything on the screen.
I mean, I think they should have left her alone while she was dealing with all of that too. You need to let them talk. I think she did the exact thing she was supposed to do. It's breaking the heart of all moms for her, and we are not okay with her not having him at rest so she can heal. I know. I'm sorry, Lorianne. I know it's hard. I'm checking my inbox now for the thing you sent for the obituary, but I am going to look it up here in just a minute for you, sweetheart.
My heart's broken right now for Brandi to see her desperately plead to Stacey. It is it's just heart-wrenching, to say the least. And we are Michael's army, and we're not going anywhere. Something in this live triggered Stacey. We are on the right path. So creators, get your, feelers out there.
Tony.
Do your
Happy
research.
Sunday.
Let's keep finding more information. Let's keep connecting the dots for
Hey,
Michael,
Little Red.
for the family, so these suspects can be indicted and Michael then gets justice and his family gets peace. Let me throw up a video real quick.
I got. That's my favorite picture of him.
I just want to thank everybody for being here. Thank my mod so much for taking care of chat for me while all of this was going on. I see you, Tragedy Pim, Callie Dime, Kim G. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. You're always coming to all the lives. Capital Productions, thank you for being here. Trigger Mint Mocha. I like that name. Just Dawn. Mystery Yaya's World. Sammy, thank you for being here. Sammy wants to ask, Stacey, are you a coward, a piece of shit? Will you not stop? Will we be at every turn you take? We will be at every turn you take. We will be. Yes, we will. Absolutely. Sarah Suspicious. Just for you, 27. Thank you guys for being here, for supporting Brandi. Love to love God. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you,
Hawk.
Connie, sweetheart, for being here. Always, always showing up and being a great mod. I see you too. I see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah. You're amazing, girlfriend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for.
I'm going to skip past the thank yous because it was a while ago. It looks like she stops putting things up. Lori, I didn't get that email and I looked for obituaries and I'm not seeing anything for Tanya Matten, Mattetn, and I tried Matten in Springfield, Massachusetts. I didn't get the email, so let me know.
Now, there are 4 named suspects, and they are still suspects. Stacey Wodra, Sarah Wondra, Brandon Shirtlift, and Adrian Lucian. And if any of you want to get up here and talk, come up here and talk. I will open up the panel. I'll let you say whatever you want to say. If no one's here, like if Brandi doesn't want to hop up here and talk to you, if she's not around when you come up to talk, I'll let you talk. I don't have to ask a bunch of questions. You can get up here and say whatever it is you want to say. This panel is open to anybody that wants to come up. If you're a friend of one of the suspects and you have information and you want to talk, you're more than welcome to hop up here. Slim, thank you for being here. Zane Lily, Ray, thank you for showing up. So many people here for Monkey. You are still on the list, Stacey Wodra. You are not off of the list. You gave a lot of excuses tonight. You tried so hard, going on and on. I don't know how you looked a mother of a missing child in the face the way that you did as she's crying. But Brandi deserves answers. The family deserves answers, and you should have given them to her. And if you don't want to, since you didn't want to do it tonight, why don't you talk to your attorney? Why don't you go in and talk to law enforcement? You have a lot to think about tonight as you go to bed. You just spoke to Michael's mother. When you go to bed tonight, think about everything and just think to yourself, man, if I were to go in and talk to law enforcement and tell them everything I know and tell the truth, I might actually get a good deal and not have to spend so much time in prison. You need to think about that, because when the hammer comes down, and the hammer will come down, you are going to go to prison. But whether it's for a smaller sentence up to life is going to be on you to go in and talk. You've already flipped and given your tip about where Michael was buried. Now take it one step further and tell them who put Michael there. What happened to Michael to put him there? And if you know where Michael is now, because somebody is going to start talking.
Yep.
It really can't happen fast enough. Justin, nice to see you in. Josh, I saw you here tonight too. Thank you for coming in. It's so very important to just realize that the clock is ticking, Stacey. Tick, 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 tick. That is the sound of your life running out. Here pretty soon, you're going to get handcuffed and you're going to go back to prison.
And he since has. Proctor Gates said, I'm ready to break in the jail to get at him for hurting her like that. Not just broke my heart when she asked them to please help her. It's so hard seeing her going through all that, and knowing that he's sitting there lying her. Sarah Firecrotch Wondra. Stacey Cross-Eyed Wondra. Lovely Bone said he can't give the answers because he can't accept he was involved and doesn't want to get in trouble. Yeah, but now that he's already sitting in jail and in trouble, hopefully he'll talk. Quite the it couple. Truth is a problem for all of them, I agree. I wonder how many crotch crickets Sarah has. Whoever talks first. No, that goes. Yep, a whole way. Okay, yeah, I got it up over here, but I wasn't able to pull anything up. It says that Giselle LaPointe Theberg, this is all for Springfield, Massachusetts, and then these go back through um all the way back to August. Helga Forster, Joan L. Gokley O'Toole, Rosemary F. Hillman, Teresa LaCase, Kathleen Nordell, Lori Ann Santanalo, Lawrence Larry Redmond, Marie Monette Goodwin, Gloria Mike Plouffe, Earlene Campbell, Timothy Lewis Chapox, Marcos Colin Sierra, and Giselle LaPointe Theberg was the 10th. That's all I'm seeing so far. So I will check my mail, but I didn't get the first one you sent.
You might as well just face it now and get the lesser sentence.
Okay.
Talk about Brandon. Talk about Adrian if that's who you need to talk to. Brandy seemed to have gotten a lot of information out of you tonight. You did say some things tonight that you've never said before, like a neighbor in the neighborhood calling the child back into the house. Never heard that one. Adrian being at the house while you guys went to Nampa, or yeah, my brain. This has been a long live, you guys. While you guys went to go tow the car. Never said that before. Never talked about all of the stuff that Adrian was doing with Sarah when it come to some kind of prostitution on their phones to make money. Thank you, Ray Ray. Let's bring Monkey home. You said a lot of stuff, and I can't wait to go back through the live and nitpick at every single little thing you said. Can't wait to go back through the live, see what everybody else has to say.
I can't either.
About what you said, or to see if anybody was throwing you under the bus. Because I got a message from somebody that knows Adrian while I went live. Yep. I'll be doing a live soon enough on that information.
Let me see.
Everybody, please, let's give Michael, I know you guys have been so good at it all through this live. More hearts and stuff for Michael Monkey Vaughan. Prayers for Brandi and her healing, and hoping that she gets to feeling better soon and gets that transplant and starts feeling better ASAP. We are wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas,
so.
Especially the Vaughan family during this difficult time. Thank you guys all for coming. I love you guys. I love all of my subscribers. I love the people that come into the chat or into the channel. I love you guys being a member. Please hit the like button on the way out. This is Michael Joseph Vaughan. And if you have any information about his disappearance, about his abduction, please call 208-642-6006, or you can email findmichael@fruitland.org. These are the 4 suspects. Do you see that right here on this flyer? Sarah Wondra, Stacey Wodra, Brandon Shurtleff, Adrian Lucian. The reward is up to $52,000 for anybody with any information leading them to an arrest, leading them to Michael. There's got to be somebody out there. We know you want to talk. We know you want to give this family peace.
Even with the monetary gain, they still didn't talk. That's insane to me. Abellis, oh my gosh. Thank you so very much for gifting 20 whole Speculation Station memberships. My gosh, that is a lot. Thank you so very much, sweetheart. I greatly appreciate that so very much, Abellis. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you so very much. I can't tell who was gifted those because those don't show up in my. I'm on the vertical chat, so I can't tell. But gracious, thank you so much. If you guys were gifted from Abellis and you are aware you were gifted, please tell Abellis thank you for her generosity. Thank you so much again, Abellis. That was so very sweet of you. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. That was so sweet. I will grab the Polar Express to pick y'all up on the way to Speculation Station. Thank you again, Abellis. That was so very sweet of you. I love that movie. So cute. Hey, Sweet Sativa. Is she in here? Sweet Sativa was in this live too. Parabola, good to see you. She is so sweet, isn't she? Yeah, thank you guys. I took the chat off for a second because I wanted y'all to be able to see. I'll keep it off. I wanted to be able to share his photo, and I need to make another missing children's video for the intro, and I will definitely add Michael to my missing children's video because there is still a chance that he could be out there somewhere.
No tip is ever too small. If you know something, say something. Good night, everybody.
December, and Stacey was arrested in March for violating his conditions of release on federal charges. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple. Right? Conceded because what he used as he's not very smart. But he needs to get that mama. He needs to give Michael's mama some peace. Like I said, my hope is that now that they're all going to be sitting in jail, that they'll finally one of them will turn on the other. It is very sad, Norma. I pray to God that we can bring him back. And if I can help it any way I can, I will. Okay, let me share this. This is the photo I got from Lori Ann of her friend that died, Tanya. And that is the name. And I'm so sorry that she died. She was very beautiful and very young. And I'm so sorry that you're going through that. You are in my prayers, sweetheart, as you try to deal with this. If keeping yourself distracted is helping, do that. What I do every day after I talk about these cases, especially Michael's case because he hasn't been brought home, I'll go take a walk outside and just listen to the birds. That might help you right now. She was beautiful, and I'm sorry that you lost her. And you are in my thoughts and prayers, Lori Ann. And she will be remembered by many, I know. Sorry that you're going through that, sweetheart. We will be back tomorrow. Like I said, I usually don't come on Sundays, but I wanted to finish that interview with you guys while the first half was fresh in our minds. So I did come on today. So we will be back tomorrow because that's our normal day as well. Please keep Tanya and Lori in your thoughts and prayers, as well as Brandi and everybody else. Michael, Melody Buzzard, Sebastian Rogers, Summer Moon, Utah Wells, all of them. Pray for them and their families. Abraham became a member or renewed your membership. Thank you so much for that, love. I'll grab the crazy train to pick you up on the way to Speculation Station. Thank you so much. Of course, Lorian. I know, I know. Bellis, I'm gonna talk about that article you sent me probably tomorrow before we get started. And before we go, I wanted to share again with you guys the link to Brandy's meal train. Please keep in mind that Brandy just got her liver transplant, which is awesome. I'm very, very happy for her. So she's been dealing with her liver issues on top of Michael being missing, on top of these motherfuckers running the streets, on top of them lying to her, on top of them knowing where her child is, and she just wants him back home, on top of everything all at once. So if we can help in any way, I'm there to do it. I will post this link in my description box after the live and her Cash App. I think they sent it to me through email. If you guys want to help support her, I will be donating after the live because I have to do it anonymously, so I don't give out my name just yet. But the meal train reads Meal Train for Brandy Vaughan's medical journey. It's 3 adults and 3 kids, Fruitland, Idaho. And there's been $4,220 raised of $1,000 goal. So it has gone up since we've been here. Thank you guys for that. And it reads Brandy Vaughan recently underwent a life-saving liver transplant, and while her surgery was a success, the road to full recovery will take time, rest, and support from the people who care about her most. As many of you know, Brandy is one of the kindest, most giving people, always the first to offer help, encouragement, or a listening ear. Now it's our turn to show up for her and help ease her journey. She'll be focusing on healing and regaining her strength in the weeks ahead because recovery always has limits and takes time. We are organizing this meal train to help make her days a little easier. Your support through a meal delivery, gift card, or kind message will go a long way in easing the stress for Brandy and her family as she continues to heal. Thank you for your generosity, compassion, and love during this chapter. Every small act truly makes a difference. Also, so while you keep that in mind, please also keep in mind Cindy's nonprofit where she delivers Thanksgiving meals and Christmas for families in need. I will post a link to that in my post section on my page because I don't have that link right now off the top of my head. If you guys want to donate, I'm definitely going to do that. I feel like it's the least I can do. Good night, y'all. I hope y'all have a good evening. If Cindy's here, drop your link while I do the outro, or if Hio's got it, drop that link, please. I don't have it right now. I'm gonna have to grab it from Hio's page. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it from Hio's page and I'll post it after the live, so you guys can donate to that too if you wish to do so. Kane's Nana said, had to listen quietly today as I had the babies, but this breaks my heart so much. All Michael wanted to do that day was find a friend to play with. Yeah. Yeah. Rachel said Brandy needs to concentrate on healing and getting stronger before any trials start. She does. No, you're fine. If you got the link, drop it for me, please. Thank you guys for being here. If nobody has told you, you are enough, you are important, you are special, and you are loved. Thank you guys for being so kind and generous and showing respect. I could talk to myself and look at these streams for hours by myself, but I would be nothing without you guys. So thank you all for that. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope y'all have a good evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.